for this because supposedly Tony Gilroy, and I have proof of this, doesn't like Star Wars.
Yeah, I think I kind of gathered that because I mean he doesn't really touch on the Jedi,
And
the
this
Sith,
is going to be one of the topics we need to talk about. Is look, if you are making Marvel, or you're making DC, or you're making Star Wars,
you should like it to a certain degree.
You should like what you are trying to sell to people. You should be believable and passionate about what your project is, because that's absurd. You should be liking what is out there. You should not be sitting here going, "Oh my gosh, look, I don't like this. Oh, it makes me feel bad. I don't like this." Because he's you want to make something like this. Hey Jake, you want to like this? Go make your shows on Max. Which I got to talk to you, man. I don't think I'm gonna make it to Last of Us season 3, bro.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna let the episodes build up, and then I'm gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna.
I know you're making my thumbnails, so I'll tell you. Hey, Underground. So I watched episode 2, right?
Yeah.
I loved all the setup in Jackson, the whole Battle of the Bastards vibe. Back of the wall, super cool. Yeah. When it got to the Abby shit, oh my god! Like I knew the character was bad, but the actress is horrid. She's horrid. Like, oh my god.
I personally think that actually, like, I don't know. I feel like she could have pulled off a better Ellie than Abby. That's just me personally.
Yeah, and I think that too. And you know what's stupid? Hey, Minecraft fan, there's no. I have exciting news for you, Minecraft fan. I just watched Havoc for my first time a couple hours ago.
Okay. But
cool. But so basically, on the Last of Us thing. She's only a foot taller than Ellie. She's not intimidating. Like when they're fighting, there's no intimidation. And when she walked up to Joel with the golf club,
I know.
You're fucking Negan now.
I know. They tried to do the whole Negan thing and it didn't work. I was
so pissed. And I'm sorry. As an actual martial artist in real life, I had Trevor over watching it. When she's punching Joel, I was laughing my ass off. Those are the worst punches I have ever seen. It was worse than Christian Bale in the Dark Knight trilogy. Like it was horrid. It was horrid. Geez. And then episode 3 was the biggest piece of shit. Like, oh my!
Yeah, I'm just like I'm telling you, like all I'm saying with this.
What the fuck is going on with their relationship? Like, oh, are they not dating? Oh, we like each other, but I went back with the other dude. Like
you see, I knew they would do that, like they did it in the game, basically. But for me, it's just for me. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like for me, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait till the season's over, then binge it and see how I feel about it. But
I'm gonna watch all of it, and I'm gonna try to. I won't be able to do watch parties. I have to go to my mom's house, but I'm gonna watch it and I'll review each episode, and then I'll do a full. Depending on how I feel about the ending of the season, if I hate everything after episode 1, then I don't think I'll watch season 3, because I know people think that makes numbers. I'm really getting sick of hate watching shit. Like, if I have no potential in love or interest in the story, I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I just can't do it because look, anyway, I'm only watching Andor because I want to see what happens when K2SO shows up. I want to see what happens with more Krennic. I think Krennic is going to keep me in the show, because if we get more of him, I want to see more of his backstory.
For sure. Yeah.
So people saying Bella is miscast as Ellie. I disagree. Yeah, everyone's open to have their opinion on that.
Yeah.
People feel she's miscast. I will say this about episode 3.
I don't hate Bella. I think I do think she acts like a young Ellie, but as a teen Ellie, I'm not just not.
I will say this in episode 3,
not bad,
when they showed when they showed her training with the Asian dude, her ex or whatever. I will say this, for someone that in the show so far has not thrown a single punch properly, I was impressed with her boxing training. As someone who doesn't do it, and they show behind the scenes of it, so I wasn't surprised. Abby didn't do the one thing that Negan did, was whistle. Yeah, because she doesn't have that aura, bro.
Yeah, she don't have that. So when Negan popped up like that,
it will never be Negan. It will never happen. But the fact that they attempted that shit, I was like, no. And then they gave her a fucking monologue, and I was like, somebody shut this bitch up. I'm getting Gaia vibes from Secret Invasion.
Yeah, my thing was obviously like you see episode 2, for example. I feel like my thing was that we all we all knew it was gonna happen because they said, yeah, it's not gonna last long. The hype for Joel is gonna be gone in it. So I was all right, cool, whatever. Well, one thing I will say, one thing I did like about episode 2, it wasn't as brutal as it was in the game. I will say that. Because in the game it was fucking brutal. I can't lie. His face
do you think it was less brutal? Okay, that's an
interesting. Yeah, I didn't mind that. I didn't mind it because I felt like because in the game his face was deformed, man. It looked real bad.
I'm surprised they didn't go to that length, considering Neil Cuckman decided to be a writer of that episode. But it's okay because I mean, I think for me, I really think these shows before they do these surprise reveals and shock audiences. We need to develop these characters. Yeah. So if Abby would have started in this show weak like she was, and then we didn't see her for a couple more episodes, and she went to the gym and bulked up and got crazy strong, and then showed up in like episode 5 and took Joel off the board, then we would have had 5 episodes to develop the relationship between Joel and Ellie, their complications. Joel could have told Ellie about what he did for her. And then the ending, when Ellie goes and gets revenge, it feels more earned.
Yeah, no, for real. Like the thing is, this show,
she's getting revenge on someone that killed the person that she barely was in. Like she was.
This is the game. This is the game's fault because the game made it a certain way. And my thing is with the game is like
I think needs to be the gold standard when you're making a video game adaptation. It does not need to be picture perfect like the game. You can have elements. You can have elements of the game. But also, I saw a Critical Drinker's video about it. I thought it was hilarious. He was saying in his stream, and even Theory was there. I guess Theory's a fan of The Last of Us. And they were saying that, look, it made sense. They made season 1 like the game. But being that season 2, that the second game sucks balls, why would you adapt it when you could have just done an entire new story?
Yeah.
Because these people don't get it. Doesn't have to be 100% accurate if the game sucks balls.
Yeah, no.
Like if they don't adapt Jedi Survivor's story in any sort of situation, we gotta talk about that, dude.
We're gonna talk about that.
It's
bro.
Oh my god.
Did we do the intro? Because we just came in talking.
I'm nervous for Jedi 3. Oh yeah, we just been talking. Oh yeah, we probably
the intro.
Sorry guys. Sorry we caught us in the mix of our conversation. But welcome to Legion of Creators episode 11. No guests this week. Maybe people are welcome to come in. I put links if people want to join the discussions. We're going to be talking about a little bit of everything today. We're going to talk about a Superman plot leak that's driving the internet by storm. We're going to talk about how Doomsday just dropped the bomb and said that RDJ and Chris Evans, much as I theorized about, and I told you guys in the beginning, even though they're being secret, that they're playing multiple roles for Doomsday and Secret Wars. We got to talk about that. We also got to talk about something I discovered yesterday. So as you know, Doomsday started filming yesterday. And so, interesting thing for you guys to know, if you look at the chair with Victor Von Doom, they're filming at X Mansion day 1.
Okay.
Also, another thing to mention is Doomsday script is not done prior to filming. And the reason why it was not done, and you might be like, well, why isn't the script done? They need the script to film, right? Well, here's the thing. With a Marvel movie, they kind of go as they go along. Because with Marvel a lot, and probably DC as well, not all the contracts for these actors are done. So I think that they'll finish the script while filming once the contracts get locked, right?
Okay, that's cool.
They're still trying to lock down Halle Berry because they have all the Fox X-Men. The contract's almost done. So, but I think it's interesting they're at the X Mansions. We're going to talk about that. So we're going to have a structured show, even though we don't have guests. And we don't have to do the whole. Me and Chris know who each other are, so there's not going to be any. It's just right into the topics we want to talk about. Yeah, we're going to talk about Thunderbolt. Reviews are killing it right now, man. I'm amped for Thursday. I think Fantastic Four is going to suck. I think Thunderbolts is going to carry this year, man. And look,
I think. Oh, yeah.
I know there might be people that don't have that opinion, but I'm sorry. The job of a trailer is to get me excited, and not a single Fantastic Four has made me say, I'm excited for this movie. No.
My thing is, I love Fantastic. I'm a big Fantastic Four guys, and I love Fantastic Four, the comics, cartoons, everything, in it. But
and me too. I just don't
these trailers, I'm not gonna lie, these trailers just haven't like the first one didn't really. It was cool. It was cool for what it was.
I love Fantastic Four, but I just don't vibe that this is gonna be the plan. Also, another big thing we got to talk about, guys, the music score for Daredevil Born Again's finale might have confirmed Spider-Man may not be off the table for Daredevil season 2.
Okay. All right.
And here's the thing I want to talk about that in regards to that also. There's also backup reason, not just the music, but here's the other reason with it. There's also, here's the crazy thing. You ready for the crazy? The craziest thing ever?
Yeah.
So here's the second T. Apparently, when Tom Holland's filming Spider-Man, there's a gap from July to August. And that gap would give us a little time to film a little cameo in the finale.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
They're filming Born Again right now. I'm not saying anything's confirmed, but it's
hopefully.
Alongside the Defenders, don't be surprised because I think it could happen. And the other reason why it could is the showrunners. One of the showrunners, the music producer for Daredevil in the Daredevil Born Again finale score. Yeah. They confirmed it's an homage to the MCU Spider-Man theme.
Oh, swear. Okay.
Listen to it. It's pretty interesting. So, yeah, we have all these things.
Right. Yeah, so we got a lot of things.
This 4th is coming up, guys. I got the day off of work. Remember, Discord, StreamYard, whatever the fuck it is, we will be watching Star Wars. Not Disney Star Wars. Star Wars.
1 to 6. 1 to 6.
1 through 6, and maybe Rogue One and Solo, because I believe they are part of what Lucas's vision still was.
Yeah, I think, 100%. Yeah.
And we're also watching Tales of the Underworld for the first time together. Also, if you guys play Fortnite, want to let you guys know, if you guys want, on May the 4th in Fortnite, you guys can go in to Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
And you watch, don't let me watch the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But if you do watch the first 2 episodes, you guys do want to play Fortnite with me, we can play that for sure. Because here's the thing I want to tell you guys. Cool news, guys. Not only do you get to watch the first 2 episodes there, you will get a free loading screen of Asajj Ventress from Tales of the Underworld.
Okay, that's cool.
You can do that.
That's cool.
So, yes, we have all these great topics to talk about. And I got a little movie review for you guys that you guys are going to preview because I just watched Havoc. And
what's Havoc saying? How do you feel about it?
I liked it. I also want to talk about this new we got 2 new big trailers to discuss today. So there's a new horror movie trailer that was released by the guy that did Barbarian called Weapon. It's got Wong in it from Doctor Strange. It's got other good actors and actresses.
Oh, that just popped up the other day. Yeah. Okay. Right.
But also, we got to talk about how crazy it is that this A24, The Rock movie.
Yeah, the smashing machine. I want to see that.
I can't wait for this shit. Like
I want to see that.
He looks so unrecognizable. When it comes to
honestly, I was like,
I'm all in. I think you could get an Oscar, man. I think,
no, for real. Because the thing is, there's always been that take on like how The Rock and he comes into films and he doesn't really change like who he is for the role in it. You know what I mean? But this one, A24 said like, no, you got to step out. You got to come out your comfort zone and go with your range, man.
It was completely unrecognizable, but the fact that it just like looks like it's different, and him and Emily Blunt have a good history since they did Jungle Cruise together.
Right? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I haven't seen Emily Blunt in a film in ages. So that's good.
Fucking A. Did you really do that? Underground said Wongers from She-Hulk when I mentioned Wong being in Weapons. Oh, I heard Netflix released a trailer for the new Fear Street. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Rock might get an Oscar next year. Yeah, man, I think it's likely.
Yeah,
I think it could happen. Possible.
It's possible.
So we got those trailers. I think the movie looks great. I can't wait to watch it. A24 has not let me down yet.
Yeah, no, they've not. They've been doing their thing.
Studio doesn't miss. That studio doesn't miss. So I guess let's talk about the main meat and potatoes first. Yeah. Let's talk about our first topic should be what the fuck is going on with EA and fucking Respawn?
Yeah. You know what? This I saw the news in it, and not only to take it away from Star Wars, because I know we're waiting for Jedi 3. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a big Apex Legends guy, right? I love Apex Legends, right? But this means that this game is gonna go to the shitter now, and that means there's no Titanfall 3. There's basically that, because they literally just said that's cancelled. So
fuck Apex Legends, just make an arcane game. I'm begging you, fucking make an arcane game. I'll buy that shit like yesterday. Like,
you know what I'm saying, I just don't understand. Like, this is the worst time for gaming employees, because within the last 5 years, you've seen job cuts like crazy.
You have all the things with the West End games getting shut down. You have this happening. GTA is gonna be fucking $100 at rollout. Like,
hopefully, I hope it doesn't. But if it is, whatever. You know,
EA Sports, it's in the game. Fuck yeah. I forgot about that logo. No, it's like, it's messed up, because I'll tell you this much. I know your take is on Apex Legend. I'll tell you this much. If EA and Respawn think, just because I saw some comments where people are like, well, I didn't like the story in Jedi Survivor, so I hope that they canned all these people. Like, I just hope that canning these people doesn't mean they can't get this game back on track.
Yeah, word.
Because this news right now proves to me that means we're gonna have to wait a longest time to get news on Jedi.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to wait till 2027, I think.
Yeah, because now, although speaking of gaming news on that, did you guys hear? Apparently, Eclipse is back on.
Yeah, I heard Eclipses. Yeah, I heard
that's good. So I thought that thing was gone, and that would have been a waste if that game never happened.
Yeah, because I saw Star Wars comic. He drops like a few leaked photos and stuff of like different designs. So I was like, okay, cool. So as long as that's in the works, I'm happy, because that's the game I'm really waiting for.
I'm waiting for that game. They've invested so much money and so much time.
Apparently, they said it could drop. The trailer could drop next year. Apparently,
I hope so. I mean, honestly, the thing with me that I love about it, even though it's in a weird timeline, I love the fact. I know it does have some High Republic elements.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about it is the fact that it brings the core back to. I know people want different Star Wars games, but after the Jedi games, right now, after the failure of Outlaws, I think that Star Wars needs to go back to its basic things about why.
It's like, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Make Star Wars games, but make the focus on things that people love about Star Wars.
Yeah.
So there's so many different stories you can tell with the Jedi and Sith. So I'll never get bored of a Jedi and Sith game if you keep making new stories.
Yeah, of course.
Inventing them. So I'm down with that. I think that sounds great. And then like with this new turn-based game coming out, Final Fantasy is a great influence. I think it's great. I mean, we haven't had a game that is strictly set in the Clone Wars era, so that already has my attention.
Yeah,
did you hear about that? Also, on top of Doomsday filming, Underground just made a great point. Rosaria confirmed, as they confirmed at Celebration.
Yeah, I saw her Instagram. Yeah. She started filming the stuff. Yeah, that's good, man. So
that's good. Those two.
Hopefully things to come. Hopefully good things to come. Cause I just don't want to be negative about.
I want it to be good. I do have some information, guys. I do want to bring up a little Star Wars tea for you guys. I talked to one of my informants I have at Lucasfilm. Even with Kathleen staying at Lucasfilm, all hope is not lost. I know we were shaky on Dave, but I found some information out recently. Dave's on our side, guys. He's not in Kathleen's pocket. He is really trying to do the things that we want to. I know we hated the Acolyte, but the Acolyte was meant to be 100 times worse. And he went in there and said no. So, like, I heard the Acolyte was supposed to have sex scenes in there, and I guess Dave said no. But he went in there and did his shit. And I guess Yoda was supposed to be in there.
I mean, again, if it's a mature R-rated show, cool. But that's the Acolyte wasn't meant for that, and also it doesn't make any sense for that type of stuff to be.
And that's the thing that's fucked up. As we talked about on Sunday, is instead of the Acolyte, we should have got the Palpatine and Plagueis show that George Lucas wanted to make. Like, that would have been better. But so personally, I think that's great. And also Dave and Sam Witwer, they're cooking, man. I heard that when you saw Star Wars Celebration and we found out that Kathleen only could talk about Andor, it's because I think that's the only thing other than this Starfighter movie with Ryan Gosling and all that. Her control is lessening.
Okay.
Rip is getting lost. She still has to be at Lucasfilm, but I think Disney is punishing her. Like, she's trying to say that she can be at this company and that she's not leaving.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
She's on a leash. Like, so even if she's not leaving for a long time, there's restrictions.
Yeah.
There's restrictions. Because the thing that I heard is She has no involvement with the mall show. She has no involvement with. I heard she has next to zero involvement of what's going on with both Dave Filoni's movie and Ahsoka season 2. She didn't have any input on.
That's good.
Because they're trusting Dave. They know Dave. David said it at Celebration. He said at Celebration that Ahsoka season 2 needs to succeed because while Ahsoka season 2 is happening while he was writing that story, it reflects largely what his movie will be.
Yeah.
Which I think us fans know that just means that Ahsoka season 2 is going to confirm that Heir to the Empire is the Dave Filoni movie. Like,
that's good. I don't
most of us believe that basically what's going to happen is Dave Filoni wants to make Avengers Endgame for Star Wars. So what Rise of Skywalker should have been, that's what we're going to get from this Heir to the Empire movie.
Yeah, hopefully that's that. And then
it will be good because it's Dave Filoni. And
if they do it to a point where Kathleen
stuff, but I don't think the problem. I don't think the problem with Ahsoka season 1 was Dave Filoni. No. I think the problem was that Kathleen didn't trust Dave because we still need live action, and I think he proved that with his ideas with the Mortis arc, which is why I know Ahsoka season 2 is coming out next year, but before next year, make sure you guys rewatch that Mortis arc, guys, because I'm telling you, I got a big juicy video coming out today, guys. Mortis Gods, big deal in Ahsoka season 2.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the Mortis arc is probably the best arc in Clone Wars anyway. So
yeah, it's gonna be hype.
Personally. That's me.
Whitwer was the little cameo as like the fucking dust fucking Inquisitor in Mirok in season 1, but now I heard he's coming back as the son. Like,
We're getting a lot,
And I have a theory. I have a theory that one of the reasons why Baylan looks so different being played by Rory McCann, even though we know he's gonna do that role justice because his friend was Rey, right?
Yeah, cool.
I think both Shin and Baylan will be possessed to some degree in season 2. One, I think Shin is going to be used by Abeloth, so she'll have an actual form, like so she can have a body, so that we can have the cool Star Wars stuff like proper lightsaber battles, and they're going to make Shin look with the evil Sith eyes, like she's going to look fucking evil, right? Like it's going to look badass. And then Baylan, even though he's technically dead, I don't know how he can truly kill a Mortis God to completion, right?
Yeah.
And we know that the sun represents the dark side.
Yeah.
I can see. Oh, Chosen wants to come up. Yeah, sure. I can see Baylan actually. Oh, let's get him up here real quick. I can see Baylan. This is open mic, so if anyone wants to come up, you guys are welcome. Just so you know, we don't have a full slot today. So I can see Baylan actually becoming the new sun, just like Anakin is the father of the Force. And
for sure.
I think they're going to go that route, even though Baylan was kind of more complacent and more like, oh, I don't like the Jedi, but I don't.
Yeah, but he's still looking for that power, though. That's the thing. He's looking for that.
Remember in season 1, Baylan said, power like you've never dreamed. And so I think that will push him towards the dark side.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, man, but when I think of Rory McCann, you want to see that motherfucker be a Sith. Like,
it's true. It's definitely true. Definitely. You gotta play. It's gonna be awesome. I think this season 2 will be a lot better than season.
It's gonna be much better, more cohesively. And I think even though it won't
even with Kathleen, even if Kathleen's role was being diminished, I personally think it won't be too long until they say, well, you know what, you lost us money, you did all this and that. Now it's time for you to go.
Yeah, she's going to go. I think what's going to happen, they're going to keep diminishing her, and like she'll have involvement. And when she has involvement in the projects that she's passionate about, when they see that they keep falling, they're going to say, oh, you made this thing, but fans love this. We love this mall show. You didn't make that. Get the fuck out of here.
I feel like it's gonna happen. And the thing is, I don't hate Kathleen Kennedy as a person. I think she's done in terms of a producer, she's fine. But for what she's done for Star Wars, it's not been good. So
I agree. I agree with that, Jake. I hope Sabine is written better. I agree. I think that will hopefully happen. Yeah, we gotta have Sabine written better. I think that's definitely on the list. But yeah, I think season 2 has potential.
Yeah,
I agree.
I was going to ask you on a different topic, Chris. Do you know about this new plot leak that's in James Gunn's Superman now?
No, I haven't. The thing is, I'm trying to stay away from a lot of the leaks just because
I don't know how kind of fresh. People are freaking out on the internet. because apparently James Gunn likes to be James Gunn and likes to do some controversial shit sometimes.
Yeah. I know what he does.
Apparently, there's an element in Superman. I don't know how confirmed this is. It's just from sources I'm hearing, right? So I can't tell you if this is true or not. But
of course.
There are some people that are believing that it is true and that James Gunn wants to get revenge on the petty nerds on the internet that have caused him so much grief, and that an element of Superman will involve Superman being cyberbullied. Like that's something that I guess they're toying around with. Is if this is true, they want Superman to be cyberbullied and be punished, like at the Daily Planet, and Superman being bullied, and it's like I don't know. I don't know if I believe it. I'll be honest. I love James Gunn. I trust James Gunn. Be honest, I'm getting really worried of Thunderbolts being good. As crazy as it is hearing about it's good. Yeah. I'm starting to get back on Team Marvel, and I'm starting to get a little worried about DC. I'm starting to get a little nervous that we're going to get back to square one in the extended universe again.
Yeah.
I'm worried. I like James Gunn. I know he's really good. I know he's got really good ideas, but sometimes I feel like it's controversial, and this is just a little too much over the top.
I mean, I you know what it is? I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I understand to an extent, because a lot of these guys who are just hating on James Gunn and saying, "Oh, what's he doing?" A lot of these guys are Zack Snyderverse fanboys, isn't it? And I'm a fanboy of neither one of them. I like them for what they've done. Right. I like James Gunn a bit more because he knows comics in that regard. Whereas Snyder wasn't that.
The thing that makes me worried is if James Gunn's got great things like Peacemaker, and he's got the Suicide Squad, which is great. But if this Superman movie tanks,
it's gonna look real bad. It's gonna look real bad.
See this new Wonder Woman. We're not gonna see that. We might see this Lantern show because it's already being made, but the future will not be there. We will not get Justice League. So I'm very I'm very concerned.
I think we need to see a trailer.
DC, but I crave for that DC cinematic universe because we've had the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We've never gotten what a proper DC cinematic universe.
It's never really started off in it. And don't get me wrong, Snyder he had some good ideas, and I thought, okay, cool. Your writing's not the best, but in terms of how you want to do a movie, I like the action, how you're gonna set up.
It was very limited. It was
very limited. Yeah, it just wasn't much done. So I think for now we just kind of have to. I just hope James Gunn is just stuck to his truth and just being you know what, I'm gonna do it this way because this is how I grew up with. A lot of fans grew up with it, whether it's 60s, 70s, 80s inspired, whatever. As long as we get the core Superman that we know and love, it's cool. I mean, I don't have a problem with it being family friendly because some people are pissed off about it still, but it's just but Superman is the man of the people. So what do you expect him to? You expect him not to care about families and things like that. So that's why I feel I draw the line. It's I know people want a dark Superman story, but if this Superman does well, give it time. We're gonna see Superman 2, then 3, and then after that it will be Justice League films and hopefully more of that. So we just have to be patient with it as well. And also, I'm seeing characters like Mr. Terrific. We're seeing characters that we've known in the DCU that have lasted for the longest, that have been in there for the longest, but they've not gotten they've got cartoon representation, but not full on movie or show representation. So now we're finally seeing that.
I hear you. I think that's accurate.
Can I join in this conversation? Because
go ahead.
You guys talking about Superman, right? The whole Superman thing. Because I know that a lot of people are mixed on it and worried, and some people are excited. For me personally, I am kind of worried because I don't know if it's just me, and this is nothing to do with what you said, Joe. It's what to do with the marketing. I don't know if it's just me. I'm not a big fan of the marketing for this movie. I'm not a huge fan of the marketing.
I do feel. I feel you.
Yeah, I thought maybe they would do a lot more with the marketing because this movie because I know James Gunn wants this movie to be a hit. I know he wants this to be a hit, but if you wanted this to be a hit, you gotta market this movie way more than you.
I just don't want him dragging in. My biggest problem is I don't want him dragging his social politics into this movie. Because
I agree with that too, Joe. I think that's a terrible idea, in my opinion. I think that's.
A director needs to be a visionary, and they need to put the fandom and the movie first. And
I know I do understand that too.
I know he's got a lot of issues. Yeah. If he wants to prove these people wrong, you don't need to make a statement by making cyberbullying and saying, "Oh, look, that's gonna happen to Superman, not to me." How about you just make a good Superman movie?
Mm.
Like that's your statement. Your statement is, you Snyder boys said that I could make Superman better than Man of Steel. Make Superman better than Man of Steel, and then you prove the haters wrong. Like, make the best damn Superman movie we've seen since the Christopher Reeve era, and
because
people will talk.
Because the thing is, anyway, like Warner Bros is in hot water anyway. So like,
Yeah.
Even if this film doesn't make money, but it's still a great film, like but it doesn't make enough like money for the box office. Like, let's say like it's an 8 out of 10, but it's like box office numbers aren't exactly there, but it's still great. It's like, well, it's not so much the film, it's Warner Bros. So Warner Bros. Now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna sell this thing to somebody who can actually take care of it, but still keep the continuity going. So
I've seen people say that this movie needs to be amazing to be successful. I think it just needs to be good. If it's good, then it's passable. Then we continue.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's up with people being? It has to be amazing. It's the same thing. I'm sorry, but Marvel fans do this thing as well, and I'm a Marvel fan myself. And I always, when it comes to Marvel DC, I always say Marvel, but I still love DC stuff, right? But when it comes to Marvel stuff, why is it now after Endgame, everything has to be amazing? Like, some things are just going to be good, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having just a solid film. That's not the Infinity War. Like, that won't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that, because as long as it's a good film, then that's what matters. Because it doesn't have to be amazing. I just want that's a good example, because a good example, let's say Fantastic Four. I want Fantastic Four to be good. It doesn't have to be amazing. It could just be good.
Yeah.
We covered this. I told, in terms of marketing, I talked to Chris. I'm very still nervous for Fantastic Four. Because Jake wants to join. Oh yeah, cool. He can come in. Hey Jake.
What's up?
So Jake.
Hey. Yeah, I want Fantastic Four to be good, but I'm so nervous because of the fact that it just I'm so nervous because it just marketing has not won me over.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Joe.
Like, I know they want to keep surprises. I know they want to keep. I was watching the reviews for Thunderbolt, and I think it's laughable. Not that Thunderbolt can be bad. I think Thunderbolt is really great, but they're trying to keep Sentry a secret because they're like, oh well, we know that there's a void in here. We know there's Bob, and they keep trying to like, oh yeah, it's Bob. There's this guy and they're doing this marketing gimmick. Like, he's Bob. He's just this random little dude they're trying to protect. It's Bob, But we all know it's Sentry. Yet a lot of the reviews are about to talk about Sentry in this movie. It's a big surprise.
Yeah. I feel like
we know Sentry's in the movie. So, like, why does it have to be such a big surprise?
Yeah, no, I think it's fine. I do think Thunderbolts. I'm looking forward to that, because the trailers. When I saw the trailer, I thought this looks cool, and then I see the second one. I was like, yo, this actually really does look like it might actually be good. So let's just wait and see.
They even released a trailer where he was where, how do I put it? They released a trailer where what was it called? We talked about Sentry. They released a trailer. What was it? No, not a trailer. They released an action figure of him in the suit. Like, movies are known for spoiling the characters. Like, and sometimes not the Lego sets and the action figures don't always get it right.
Yeah.
For the most part, they do. And I saw that they released something where they had, you could see the Sentry suit and what it looks like. And I'm sure it will be different in the movie, but like, we know he has the suit. So it's like, why are we doing this thing where like we have to hide it when we know he's in the movie?
Yeah, when we kind of know anyway. Yeah, you know. I mean, like, I get it for general fans, they might not necessarily I think I know some somewhat to a degree myself.
Casual people.
Yeah, we'll figure it out anyway once we see it in its entirety. But yeah, I do think with going back to
here's the thing. I understand that they probably want to give, like, they don't need to show us, but I think they need to do a better job with this. If I would have marketed Fantastic Four, I would have done a better job of showing me how Galactus looms larger.
Yeah. I think that's true as well. That's true.
Shit, where the design isn't ready until the movie comes out. I don't need to see Galactus, but at least put Ralph Benson's voice in the trailer
in there to see what's going on.
Saying like Fantastic Four,
or saying something.
World, be will be devoured. All worlds.
Yeah.
Like
I think you see with these trailers,
make it seem menacing. Sell us on the there was a threat. Hey, Spider-Man. Did you hear Elizabeth Olsen will return? Good Scarlet Witch in Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people's returning. So
I have a whole article. So I was going to talk about this as well. There is a comic book writer that has information about Doomsday that kind of spilled the tea after Avengers, after Doomsday started filming yesterday. And when he spilled the tea, he said Psylocke. I don't know which version he's going to be. If it's going to be the one from Apocalypse or which version it is, but apparently Psylocke is going to be in Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Oh, if they get what's her name, the same actor who she was in Apocalypse, then that'll be cool.
She be fucking. We barely got to see her.
That was perfect casting. I'm sorry, she did.
Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting because remember when Elizabeth Olsen said that she wasn't going to be in Doomsday?
Yeah. Well, I told people
she was lying.
I told people she was lying. So
can I say something real quick about this? Real quick, that I feel like I've seen a lot of people don't like this idea, because I heard people say, "Oh, why are they bringing her back? Her character is dumb." Here's the thing, okay? This is not the writer from Multiverse of Madness, okay? People need to understand this is not the writer from Multiverse of Madness. This is the writer from Infinity War. The writer from Infinity War did her character justice in Infinity War.
And I'll be honest. I'll say this, Spider-Man. You say that in the report, the scooper says that it will return as good Scarlet Witch, but I'm going to say something crazy. You ready?
Yeah, she might return evil.
I'm going to spill the tea for you guys. Good with quotation marks. And you might be asking, what do you mean good with quotation marks? What are you referring to? I'm referring to that Doctor Doom and Scarlet Witch have extensive history in the comics. And I'm sorry, I heard.
Oh, yeah.
I heard during the X-Men and Avengers face-off in Doomsday that we know is coming, that Doom is not going to side with the X-Men, and that he's going to, in the end of the conflict, he's going to say, "Fuck you, Charles," and go with Doom. And because Doom's going to say with Battleworld, you know what? Hey, look, on Battleworld, I'm going to give you a world safe from these Homo sapien fucks, and you can get your own. Like, Brotherhood will reign supreme. You don't have to deal with the humans.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know what's crazy though, Joe? That I heard. Another thing I heard. Apparently, Wolverine is supposed to kill someone important in these two movies.
Yeah, that was said as well. I was about to talk about that. So yeah, Psylocke is back. Oh, no worries, Rob. Psylocke is back. Wolverine is back. So we knew Wolverine was going to be back.
Yeah, we knew Wolverine was coming back.
There's actually some pretty interesting reasons for how Wolverine's back. Because I heard apparently Hugh Jackman is on Broadway, but he has a free week while they're still filming Doomsday. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he's back. I'm surprised. One thing I'm surprised about is that it just says that he's back, because I expect Ryan Reynolds will be next. So
Joe. That's the crazy part, because I was like, okay, because it wouldn't make sense. It would not make any sense if he was not in this movie, because the X-Men are in this one. And that's the crazy part. Another thing I did hear, and I don't know if this is true, apparently Robert Downey Jr. is supposed to not come back only as Dr. Doom. He's supposed to come back as multiple characters.
Yep, I was just talking to Chris about that when we started the stream.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
This makes sense to me because it's clear that Marvel just, I don't know why, but Marvel just has not been able to convince Tom Cruise to do the Superior Iron Man bit, and instead they're gonna give me my dream matchup. We'll see RDJ play both Doom and Iron Man again, facing off against each other. And what's interesting is you're going to see with Chris Evans. Chris Evans is said to have multiple roles as well,
including
the confirmed roles are. I don't know if this comic writer is allowed to say this, but they confirmed my theory, guys. It's now confirmed. Listen to this. Chris Evans is playing young Captain America, young Steve Rogers, Captain America, and are you ready? Are you ready for the tea? Are you guys ready to get excited?
Yeah.
Best one.
Cap is confirmed.
Hydrocap's confirmed.
It's
You know what, Joe? I actually have a theory. Now that that's confirmed, Joe, I think the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four is going to be Cap Hydra or Hydra Cap.
I hope it's Hydra Cap. It needs to be Hydra Cap. That would be so hype. Like, that would be incredibly hype if they tease that. So I heard Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts apparently is going to show the first scene, or one of the first scenes of Doomsday. Like,
I did hear about that, and I saw. Okay, I was going on Twitter yesterday, right? I want to be honest with you. I was going on Twitter. I saw a little bit of the post-credit scene, not too much, just a little bit. But then I clicked it off right away because I don't want to see the rest of it.
You know, that'd be Friday. You're seeing it Friday. Also, tune in, guys. Make sure you guys go to Thunderbolts on Fridays or on either Thursday or Friday, because on Saturday we're hosting a Thunderbolts
or you can do it before we do it on Saturday.
Yeah. So or go early on Saturday, because we'll be hosting a spoiler talk on Saturday for Thunderbolts. So that's been pretty great. Okay. Also, speaking of news, I don't know if I didn't get to tell you this, Jake, because you weren't in the stream yet. I have big news for everyone that you guys are gonna be very excited about.
Okay.
My work schedule just changed. So, good news, guys. I no longer have to work at 4 a.m., which means I can stay up tonight and play more Marvel Rivals and whatever we want to do. Because I now work 9:45 to 5:45. So,
okay.
Yo, what's up, big movie fan? How you doing? So that's pretty sick, right? That I get to that I work later in the afternoon, but that's what most adults come home at. You know, at 5. So,
next year to ask for a raise.
Oh, that's coming too, because basically I pulled the Captain America stepping out of the corner in Infinity War and just kind of right, because they were begging for nighttime people. They said, we have no more nighttime people. If this doesn't happen, we're going to start to change. We're going to start to reduce people's hours. We have too many people in the morning. But I don't want to work at 4 a.m. anymore. Fuck that shit. Move me to that.
Interesting.
So
another thing, Joe, is that
So now I'll be able to watch all 3 episodes of Andor tonight. I'll be able to get all my videos done, and I'll have time to do some streams.
Someone just confirmed on Twitter that Sebastian Stan says he was told he'll begin filming Doomsday sometime in May.
Well, it makes sense, because here's the thing with that. It makes sense.
Yeah, because a lot of people are coming back for that. So
it makes sense, but here's the big thing. The big thing. I want to answer this real quick. The big thing is, apparently, because they're still doing press for Thunderbolts, obviously, it makes sense that they would do it in May for him.
Did you see his?
One sec. Not just chill. Not much. Just chilling. All right. Doing all right. Just woke up a little bit ago. I'm gonna go to Dunkin', get a nice coffee. Thanks for asking how. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm doing great, man. Great to see you as always, big movie fan. Stop by anytime.
Did you see his? Did you see Sebastian's ball? He has his hair bald now.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually. Man.
I guess he just realized it was a better style for him. He kind of
maybe Winter Soldier.
Do you know who it reminds me of? Chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Arrow? He looks like Paul Blackthorne, aka Quentin Lance.
He could play. He could. You know what? Maybe Winter Soldier.
I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I think Winter Soldier is going for a different look, or Bucky, or should I say, going for a different look.
I like evolution. I was watching a video saying that in Thunderbolts, everyone has a super soldier suit except for Bucky. Like, that could change by the end of the movie, because apparently in Thunderbolts, everyone's trying to find. They're either trying to hide from their trauma, their past, and trying to find who they are. But Bucky is just happy. He spent his entire life knowing who he is, so he's just Bucky. He's not Winter Soldier in this movie. He's not White Wolf in this movie. He's just Bucky.
Can I share my screen real quick?
Yeah, you got something to show?
Yeah, it's about Born Again season 2. I just saw it.
I heard about it.
Okay, cool.
I want to see who is the. I want to see who is the writer.
Oh, yeah. These are pretty big writers. They've been a part of some pretty big shows. I heard about this earlier.
I want to see, because I want this to be good. I don't want any more disappointment from Born Again. That's why I want to make sure.
Writers. I looked into them, chose them. They already said the showrunner that was the showrunner from the beginning. Well, not from the beginning, but when he took over from the previous team, he stated that season 2 is much cleaner. Because they completely know that the thing you gotta remember is that when this was 18 episodes, this is kind of like 2 seasons divided. So I think what's changed is that the better half is in season 2. Also, no disrespect to season 1, but even though we had Muse and all these other things going on, one thing I like about season 2, it's confirmed narratively that we have a villain throughout the entire season narratively. Because season 2, as you know from the finale, Fisk is at the center of the table. And not Fisk, Kingpin. Not Fisk, I can't hurt anybody. I need to be the mayor. I need to be the good society. No. Kingpin and his task force, all the vigilantes, and they're...
Yo, I was just looking at the McDonald guy. He directed a Punisher episode.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember, you do know that the showrunner of Daredevil that took over from the previous guys is the guy that was the showrunner for Punisher. So he probably called up his friends and said, "Hey, we got more." Because remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but even though we're getting the Punisher special before they were Born Again season 2, Frank is going to also be in Born Again season 2 and have a much bigger role than he had in season 1. Like, Frank is on Matt's team in season 2, which makes sense because he did tell everyone he needed an army, and when you need an army, you get the Punisher. So,
100%.
I mean, we're going to get a lot more people, but Punisher is a good person to have on that team for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think season 2 is going to go even more balls to the wall with the violence. Like, I think that it's season 2. What I love about it is season 1, they already had to set up so many things. Season 2 is just straight war. The curfew.
100.
The curfew has started now. Kingpin is unhinged. He's got the task force gunning for everyone, and now all these vigilantes are starting to team up. Like, you want to know a crazy take I have that nobody's ever expected? You know Kate Bishop's dad from season 1, the swordsman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Apparently, is he going to be in it too?
Are you ready for a crazy prediction? You know that Frank in the end credit scene for the Punisher special, he went and he tricked the guy and got out.
Yeah.
They confirmed the entire purpose of the Punisher special is showing him get his hallway moment of just breaking out of that entire facility. And even though we saw it where it looked like there was no guards there will be guards there. And Punisher is going to go absolutely apeshit. And what I think is going to happen is I think he's going to be there, break out, but it's going to be a prison break scenario where he breaks out all the other vigilantes to recruit for Matt's team. So remember, there's teams and there's army. There's a difference between like an Avengers team of 6 to 7 people, and then there's like army, right?
Bro, the Swordman.
Our top force in this. So I think in season 2, one of my predictions, I actually need to do a video on this today. One of my predictions is Matt is going to do, because you know Matt has the black suit, right? With Matt on the run, Matt's not only going to get the defenders back together, guys. Matt's bringing the fucking hand back and leading it himself. I think the hand is coming into season 2. Like,
that would be sick. Yeah, that would be sick. Can you imagine? The hand, man. Because when what they did in the defenders was sick. I wanted to see more of them. I was like,
we're getting defenders. We're getting the fucking ninjas.
We can get defenders. We can get Spider-Man. The potential is there for season 2.
And so what I was saying about the thing with Swordsman, right? I think in season 2, that actor, even though we saw some nice little scenes in season 1, when he breaks out, we saw the little found footage of him in the suit saving the day, right? I think we see him suit up alongside Daredevil in season 2. I think he's going to be the swordsman finally. We're going to see him in the suit, not just a dude in a suit and tie wielding the sword. I think they'll go comic booky with it, and he'll wield the suit and the sword. Like, I think we see that. I think it's going to happen. And I also think Hector Ella's niece is definitely suiting up in season 2.
Oh yeah, I think so too. Yeah, 100.
I think we.
You know another thing, Joe, that I wanted to mention because we're mentioning this whole team and army thing.
Yep.
I do think this might just be temporary. I do think Daredevil and Bullseye will team up.
Yeah, I think so too because he hates Fisk. It makes sense, and he hates Vanessa too. So I think they're definitely both teaming up. And I actually think. Also, did you guys hear the article where the Daredevil Born Again showrunner confirmed as of the finale, Matt's now single.
Of course, because she's joined up with Fisk, mental health consultant or something.
Heather was referred to as Matt's ex.
Yeah.
But via the step photos, we know that Matt is immediately going to get with Karen very soon. So,
W. That's a W thing.
So we know that they're getting together. So that's going to be pretty sick. Army's going to be formed. It's going to be craziness. It's going to be. I can't wait. It's going to be that trailer for season 2 when it comes out is going to be absolutely insane. Like I think that.
Bro, I just want the trailer, bro. The trailer is gonna.
Well, they got to finish first. We'll get some teasers once they finish filming because it is coming out. So we are going to get it.
I do think the trailer will drop in. I already know when it's gonna drop because they did it with season 1. I think we'll get the trailer in January.
Yeah, they probably will. But remember, we got that leaked trailer at D23, so we'll probably get something leaked before that.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, true.
We had the one that leaked online that was in low quality, but I was still
maybe okay. This might be crazy. Isn't there something coming up soon? I swear there's something coming up soon.
Oh, like
I don't know. Is there something coming up soon?
Well, technically, you got Comic-Con in July. Because we're now ending. We're about to enter May. It's
because they're probably in like the middle half of filming right now because they've been filming for
a teaser or they'll make announcements because they've been announcing cast members, but I think there's some people they're not ready to announce yet. Like maybe Christian Bale officially is there on the panel, gets announced, and then Mark Coulter gets announced. And I heard they hadn't decided on whether they're going to give the Iron Fist mantle to someone else or whether they're going to bring back Finn Jones with better writing. So we just don't know yet what they're going to do.
Here's the thing. I will let them bring him back. I think they should bring him back. I think he deserves a second chance.
Stanley Rand hater, but I'll be honest, I'm okay with them bringing him back if they wrote him like they wrote him in Luke Cage. You guys remember that scene in Luke Cage where they were busting up they're busting up the place he put on the hoodie? That shit was awesome. Like he was so calm and mellow and like how Iron Fist should be. And that fight scene was, oh my God, it was peak. So speaking of fight scenes, I was going to get into my little review for my movie I watched today. So I watched Havoc on Netflix today, guys. So
okay, cool.
Directed by the director of The Raid, and The Raid 2, one of the best.
Oh, swear.
Of all time.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that.
It's a mixture of like it's a dirty cop story, of like Tom Hardy plays the dirty cop going after other dirty cops. So Tom Hardy's the lead character, but then you have Timothy Olyphant, Mr. Cobb Vanth from The Mandalorian. It is basically he looks so different. He's got clean shaven. I didn't see the mustache or the goatee. I was like, that can't be Timothy Olyphant. And then when he talked, I was like, oh shit, it's got fucking forced in here. So I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And so the first half of this movie, you got to rock with this movie a little bit because the beginning of this movie is very much, you've seen every dirty cop movie ever seen. You've seen car chases. It's pretty average. But the half of this movie is fucking balls to the wall crazy. Everything you love about The Raid, but it's not a martial arts film. It's much more of like a gunplay, John Woo early film.
Action. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Great action. Fire choreography, fucking firing on all cylinders, martial arts meets gunplay. But yeah, it kind of feels like a John Woo movie where you've seen the story 100 times, but the action fucking delivers. Like, you're just like, oh my God. Tom Hardy's blasting people with a shotgun, and there's blood coming out of their head, blood coming out. Tom Hardy's using his Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills and slamming dudes into walls and just
all right.
Fucking carnage, man. I was loving it. I was like, this is not one of the best movies of the year, but you watch it for the action. You're like, the action. If you can get out of the plot and just watch crazy action, for the action alone, it's worth watching. I would give it probably my review. I think I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10 because the action delivers. The story, it takes a little while to get to that.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
But when you get to it, it's insane. So when you get great. It just you got to build up to it because the story, you kind of got to go through the bullshit of like, you've seen this story before, but they got to build it.
So of course, they got to build it. Yeah. Makes sense. So you need films like that these days because it's just like, don't get me wrong, I love my typical action films, but at the same time, I do like when there's a good dialogue and there's a good story behind it.
Hollywood action, like sometimes Netflix gets it wrong. This movie, it's how old school. Like one of my problems is I remember John Woo directed that movie Silent Night, right?
Yeah.
I really wanted Silent Night to be like Violent Night, just 80s classic fucking insanity, Christmas themed movie, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't that. It wasn't that good. The choreography was all over the place. It didn't feel like a John Woo film. It was just Hollywood fucking around with Hollywood shit and making not great action and pushing their narratives. And where this, it's like, it's back to basics. We're now at a time where people are going back. The world is becoming so shitty that we're going backwards. We're going back to basics. We're going back to the 80s, and I'm fucking here for it, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, man, I cannot wait till Donnie Yen starts filming his John Wick spinoff movie, because I heard it's an 80s Hong Kong movie, like going back to Hong Kong actors, Hong Kong directors. He's directing it, he's acting in it. We need this shit. Martial arts movies need to come back to the cinema. We need to go back to, it's like the Westerns disappeared. It is time for the Bruce Lees and the Jackie Chans and the Jet Lees to come fucking back to the cinema.
Yeah,
no more back to DVD bullshit. No more of this streaming bullshit. Martial arts in the cinema. It needs to return.
Yeah, bro, it needs to return, man. Because like, I'm sorry, but like, when we look at some of these action films, like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, seeing John Wick, because the way John Wick started off in the first film, I thought it was going to be typical action. But when it developed more, it was like, okay, now we're seeing martial arts here, not more now. So
like crazy weapon kills and like guns and guns and guns. And I love guns, don't get me wrong, but that's just modern Hollywood that they keep wanting to use it in new ways. I want to go back to dudes hitting each other with swords and doing crazy kick flips and just like the most ridiculous shit you ever saw.
Yeah, of course.
A dude on wires like going crazy. Like you know, we need to go back to the old days. Like that's what made me so happy about. I watched the special look on Disney Plus for Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, Tom Cruise is about to get his ass whooped in terms of stunts by Florence Pugh, man. Oh my god. Florence.
Nah, but hey, listen, Mission Impossible, the last one, that's gonna be lit. I might have to see that in IMAX.
Yeah, me and Jake have history. We've seen every single Mission Impossible movie together, other than like we didn't see the original first 3 together. We saw 4, 5, 6, and was it 7, Jake, that just came out a couple years?
That's cool. Yeah. That's dope.
So you know we're gonna, no matter what, we don't always meet up for every movie, but we're seeing but we're seeing Mission Impossible 8 together. So that will definitely be happening. We're gonna make it work. It's gonna be, you know, Jake, I'm gonna be a lot. I moved to my new apartment because I'm moving to Minneapolis now instead of instead of Eden Prairie. Speaking of martial arts, watch this badass show called Weak Warrior. The martial arts in this show is insane.
Oh yeah, that's that new show on Netflix. Yeah. I might have to check that out. It does seem interesting.
You're close to now, Joe, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
I will be close. And one of the things that's nice is, you know, our friend Alex in Austin, from my new apartment, I can take the train to meet you guys at the Mall of America. We go to the Mall Theater, which has even crazier access to things.
Okay.
Which is insane. Because that Mall Theater is insane, dude. They got one of these theaters where the screen, when I went to see The Creator there, they have this thing where the screen goes on one angle of the wall and slides over to the other one. It's just
so cool.
Cool.
Some crazy theaters out there. Marcus is doing something with that right now too. I heard there's a Marcus theater that's going to start doing, I think it's 40X they're starting to do, which is wild. I got
like before I started working at Imagine Theater, Marcus was my go-to because I would always go to the Marcus Theater in Rosemont.
Yeah.
I love that theater. That theater was great. But
underground, is there anywhere besides Netflix that show is streaming on? Like,
no, I think that's just Netflix because I saw that pop up this morning, so I'm gonna check it out for sure. But if you're saying from what you're saying, Underground, it sounds good. It does look good. I can't lie. So
I gotta watch it. I'm
gonna have to try and check it out, man.
But yeah, no, I definitely want to check out Havoc. I think that's be cool. I'm still waiting for Old Guard 2 right now, man. Fucking bring me that Old Guard.
Oh yeah, we need Old Guard 2, yeah.
I heard a rumor that Louis Tan was gonna be in that sequel. I hope that shit's true, man.
We need more.
Count me in.
Did you? Oh, by the way, just speaking of Louis Tan, did you hear like a couple of weeks ago? I saw something about Louis Tan and Nightwing related. Something about Louis Tan.
Wait, are they gonna bring him into Nightwing season 2 if it happens?
because I heard he wants to. It was something regarding the DC, like he wants to play Nightwing. I don't know if that's true. I heard someone tell me that.
Oh, I'm down for that. I don't even care that he's not like American. You can make an Asian Nightwing if you give me Louis Tanner's Nightwing. Like that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, you can make it possible.
Sensei Wolf is Nightwing? Are you kidding me?
Louis Tanner, no. Yeah, he'll be dope. And the thing is as well, the guy, like, he don't even look like he's 38, but he doesn't like look his.
He's an incredible, great, one of the greatest kickboxers.
Like, you could do like an older Nightwing or something like that. So
that would be one of my favorite fan castings ever if that happened.
That would work.
I love that shit. Also, I wanted to talk to you about, speaking of fan castings, I want to talk about Green Arrow for a minute with you guys. So I'll ask you guys a question. So I saw this fan casting on Twitter, and I really like it. There's two opinions out here. Now, Batman's going to be like in his late 30s to 40s, right?
Yeah.
Now, they made the choice with the Lantern show that we're going to get John Stewart and Hal Jordan. Now, John Stewart usually gets trained in the comics by Ollie. You know, I think that will still happen. So here's my question. Do you think if Hal Jordan's going to be in like his late 50s to 60s, right? Do you think we're getting a middle-aged, older Green Arrow? Or do you think we're getting a 30-year-old to 40 Green?
I can see. I think. Because I guess the original Arrow show that he was about what 30s, isn't it? So. Yeah.
But I'm wondering because Hal Jordan and in the comics, James Gunn wants things to be like the comics, right?
Okay.
Ollie were close to the same age in the comic line.
Yeah, I guess that would be cool then. That would be cool because then
they don't want to Green Arrow, but unlike Batman, you can do Green Arrow at any age. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Green Arrow was 80 when he took out Superman and So like to me, so here's the thing. So if we do a 30 to 40 Green Arrow, I want Sean Williams, aka Stifler. You know, have you seen that actor in like
Sean Williams? Yeah. Wait, Stifler. Oh, man.
I think he'd be great. I think he's got humor down. I think I've seen him in some action movies. I think he can do the fight scenes well. But if we're doing the older fucking like if we want to be like chilling with Hal Jordan, here's the thing I would say. If he's chilling with Hal Jordan, and maybe even, and I heard rumors that maybe there's something where maybe we even got to see Green Arrow teased in Lanterns. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm going to break the internet right now. Are you ready? We just talked about him in Havoc. Now imagine the Mandalorian, right? Picture this actor from in the Mandalorian, right? Yeah. Remember his look. Remember him without the helmet. Yeah. Timothy Olyphant has 50 to 60 Green Arrow. Imagine the big. Look at his face. Imagine the goatee from Mando. You can see it. He's got great actor.
I see it actually.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, Spider-Man says Louis Tan is DCU Nightwing and Tanner is interesting. Yeah, I'm down for that. I think Tanner should definitely be Jason Todd. I think that's great. Everyone says it's still funny when Mick called Oliver Robin Hood, and you can tell Oliver got offended. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Yeah, he did get offended by that. That's pretty funny. So yeah, no, I think those are some fan casting I saw online that was like, oh my gosh. And you know what me and Chosen were talking about that I was going to do a video about, Chris. Speaking of fan castings for Marvel, that'd be interesting for Mary Mauser, Spider-Man. But one thing I saw that's really interesting, me and Chosen were talking about. I've now seen 3 fan castings for Marvel has stated that when they do their X-Men reboot film, that they're not going to do Magneto like they've done. They're going to do Mr. Sinister, right? I've now come up with 4 fan castings for Mr. Sinister that makes sense. Okay. And I have 4th option chosen that you didn't think of. Are you ready?
What's the options? Yeah.
So number 4, this is the one that Chosen doesn't know about yet. So we're going to start out of the 4 fan castings, and then after I'll order which way I think they should. I think they should be ranked in. Number 4 on the list, Henry Cavill.
Ooh.
Wait, Cavill is
Mr. Sinister.
Okay.
You got he's got hair. He's got the. I think he could sell it. I think he's great.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Okay.
Choice on the list, but he's a good choice. Then at number 3, we got Luke because a lot of people have been talking about Luke Evans. I like Luke Evans. He was good in the Fast and Furious movies. He's played a vampire. He can bring the creepy factor.
And let's not forget, he played Gaston in the live action.
He did that too.
movies.
My two favorites on this list, however,
Evans.
are
Steve
number
Evans.
2 on the list is Tom Ellis, aka Lucifer himself. So he can bring the creepy factor. He can bring the eyes. I think he'd do great. But
Tom Ellis. Oh, from Lucy. Yeah. Okay.
on this list, in my humble opinion, and this is going to shit their pants a little bit because he's right back there on the wall.
Yeah.
I think the absolute perfect casting for Mr. Sinister is fucking Sam Witwer, aka Darth Maul, Star Killer.
Ooh.
And
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I think he would crush.
Me personally, any 4 of them, any one of these castings I'll be fine with. You know.
I think they're all great. I think it would all make sense.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think they're all really good ones. I just thought of the Henry Cavill one. I was like, Henry Cavill, yeah, that'd be perfect. I also thought, I think those 4 are really good. I really like the Tom Ellis and the Sam Witwer one because I think the voices are there.
Voice wise, yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of Henry Cavill do the villain thing as often, but I think he could do it if we see more of it. I need to see more in his career of him kind of play more villainous characters.
Yeah. Okay.
He definitely got the intimidation factor. He's a good enough actor. I just don't see him play a lot of villains. We're feel it with Sam Witwer. We can feel it with Tom Ellis. I can even see it with Luke Evans because he's played some great villains too.
Yeah, let's not forget he played Gaston in the live action.
Yep, and he played his own Shaw in Fast and Furious 6. So
okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
In his own Dracula movie, so he's got good. And Dracula's kind of creepy in a similar sense to Mr. Sinister. So
true. Yeah, because Mr. Sinister's kind of like, he's like that very edgy, dark kind of.
Very creepy.
So yeah,
really nice change of pace that Marvel's going to try and do Mr. Sinister instead of just doing.
Yeah, because we always get Magneto, man. We always get Magneto. Like Magneto is always going to be the foundation, but we do need to see X-Men have other villains. Like, you know what I mean? So let's just see.
I think 97 really opened the door for Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, it did. It did.
So I think that's really good. They're taking pages from their really good content, and that's why I think right now I have a lot of hope for DC. But I am starting to see, even though I'm still iffy on Fantastic Four, I do think I know if Rachel would disagree. But I do think that Marvel is going to get back on track because I was going through these Thunderbolt reviews, and honestly, it makes me sad because everything they're saying about Thunderbolts is everything I thought everything I thought Brave New World would be. I heard it has the Winter Soldier vibe that we were looking for.
Yeah, let me check what it's at this moment.
More critics are coming in, and some people have controversial opinions.
Yeah.
So, Film Stock didn't like it, but then there was I've almost seen 3 critics that didn't like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we just go wait and see what the people say, really. So
Yeah. I don't trust all the critics. Everyone has different takes.
Yeah, no, for real. I think like I always do. Okay. I hear what they have to say, but I always go in and talk about what I need to see what I want to see for myself.
So I'll hear maybe Jake's review and then I'll go see it. How about that? Yeah, I just said that Underground. I said Sam Witwer, who plays Star Killer. He could play Mr. Sinister.
So it's at 103 reviews right now. It's holding at 87%.
That's not bad. That's still good. Still higher than Brave New World.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna go in with my own opinion, and I'm gonna I've seen enough to prove to me I'm gonna love this movie. It's got the only thing that they're gonna use CGI for. I heard is the Void / Sentry. Everything else,
makes sense.
Practical sets. I know a lot of people make the jokes about I love Yelena in the trailer where she's like, "What? So we're a team. So all we do is punch and shoot," and just I love that. And also, I'm hearing incredible things about how Yelena works in this movie as a leader. I heard that.
Also, I'm hearing that this Yelena steals this movie to the point that she could be in the conversation for an Oscar.
Interesting.
She could be.
Well, you know, they sold this movie as basically a Marvel movie, but A24 flavor.
Oh my
A24, yeah.
god. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore that.
One thing they said about this movie was that I heard was that every reviewer I've heard that I trust, the people I actually like listening to,
Yeah.
they said that Thunderbolts actually feels like it is a Marvel movie with a story. It's not just the next Marvel. Like Deadpool movie was fun, but it was all the fun cameos.
Yeah, it was all like mixed up and all that. Yeah. It was all mixed. Yeah.
This has a story. It feels like it's going to deal with mental health. It's going to deal with illnesses. It's going to deal with identity. It's going to deal with, this is also darker than most regular PG-13 Marvel movies. Sean Chandler confirmed we see kids get killed in this movie.
Oh shit! Oh wow!
So we're not. So we're not doing the fucking.
Wow! Oh my god!
Killed,
no, I've been trying to laugh at that, but wow, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what capacity, but like Sean Chandler always does his reviews where he talks about the good and he talks about the mix.
No, but you know it is realistically like when you look at Marvel and DC, like there's kids do get harmed in a way in a lot of things, man. So
I'm glad that they're ripping the Band-Aid off of this one.
You know what I mean? So I hate to say it, but that's the way it is. If you look in the comics and stuff, that's what happens. Like
one of my criticisms of this movie when I first heard about it was like, okay, so they're doing like the Suicide Squad, but it's going to be like the other Suicide Squad they did in 2016, which is going to be PG-13 instead of rated R. But I heard they're still pushing it to the boundaries. So it sounds like it's going to be good. I get rid of this loser. Give me 1 sec. But I'm really excited. Like, and one thing
on audio mode.
Thunderbolts with one thing I'm really excited about is I know they're talking about Yelena, but other than Bucky, I think Bucky's gonna be great. I love Bucky. I've already been a fan of him, but I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna share an opinion that a lot of people might not have about this. Yeah. The character I'm most looking forward to this movie is the character that a lot of people have a lot of controversial feelings on because of what show he was in. I personally feel like, despite what the reviewers are going to say, I'm going to put my own tweet out when I see Thunderbolts and multiple reviews and a YouTube video. And the character I think I'm going to talk the most about is fucking John Walker, man. I think the MCU needs to explore John Walker more because I think he was a great antagonist in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I know people are like, oh, he's dollar store Captain America. Yeah, but that's his character. That's just
the way it is, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like Hydra Cap, but evil Captain America. But like even the trailer, we would play a lot more with the complexity with him, where you're gonna see him really like kind of even the trailer, you can see he has kids, and if you can see him reading about his fall as a hero. So here's what I'm telling you. All right, I'm gonna make a pitch right now, okay? Marvel Studios. I know I'm not that big of a YouTuber, so you might not be watching my stream, but you should come in and watch my stream because like Nick Fury says, I'm about to tell it to you. So, and here's the thing. All your future plans for standalone characters for Disney Plus shows, cancel them all and just make a TVMA John Walker show exploring I'm at war, exploring his descent into U.S. Agent, and then have Charlie Cox Daredevil cameo and do the Daredevil arc from the comics.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry, bro. I just cooked. So, take your notes. Do it. Fucking do it. Because I'm telling you, man, it's too perfect. Because I think John Walker needs, I love he's in Thunderbolts, but he needs to get his own project. I think there's too much to explore with him. And I feel like he's just kind of thrown in to a member of this team.
Okay. They could explore him. Yeah, especially like Thunderbolts is really good and stuff. And they have a chance to explore.
Something I'm really hoping for is one thing we have to talk about. Even though Thunderbolts is this movie, Thunderbolts is definitely gonna. The biggest thing is after Thunderbolts, we're not that far from Doomsday, so obviously they want to set up Doomsday. But I wonder if in this movie, so I heard some talk that with how good this movie is, some people are saying that this might be. We might get like a trilogy of this team in different movies with different stories. So maybe after maybe each movie explores a different character more. So if everyone's saying Yelena is so important and leads the team in this movie and in Doomsday she leads the Thunderbolts, what if someone else leads the team in Thunderbolts 2 or whatever the sequel ends up being? Maybe the sequel is John Walker, or maybe the third movie is John Walker. They could do some really cool shit. like exploring these characters. And because we know this isn't a spoiler, because we all know this is happening, because we know a certain team member doesn't have a chair in Doomsday, we're gonna need a new team member to join Thunderbolts. So I wonder what other character could join this roster.
Mm.
Have you thought about that?
Yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah. So
we're losing
now
Taskmaster in the first act of this movie. So we're gonna need a new team member. Well, no, I guess no, actually won't, because technically I'm gonna guess that Sentry's probably gonna take that spot.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
I don't know, because I'd assume since they say in Doomsday that all of them were confirmed to be on for the Thunderbolts to be back as a team.
Yeah.
I feel like that actor that plays Sentry was also confirmed for Doomsday. You guys remember
okay.
So
I guess it could work.
So then that would be a full team, because let's see, Thunderbolts members. So when this movie starts, you have Ghost, you have Taskmaster, John Walker, Bucky Barnes, Yelena Belova, and then Red Guardian. I didn't miss anyone, right? Did I say everyone?
I think so.
Okay. So then Ghost is. So we're still gonna have Ghost. We're gonna get rid of Taskmaster. So Taskmaster slot. That means we're just gonna swap it for Sentry, which I'm down with, because if we get any evil variants of Captain Marvel that are gonna cause some problems, we got someone that can combat that now. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, because I heard that one of the things that people are so excited about Thunderbolts for is that they prove that we finally have a superhero male character that's more powerful than like these superpowered female characters.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh my God. The thing is, I don't have a problem with that. It's just obviously like we are Marvel, like, you know, the thing is they had to go back to formula with what they were doing.
And it sounds like they do. I mean, it sounds
we knew what it was. We just didn't want to say. And the thing is, I've even spoken to some women about this, because and they're big Marvel fans and DC, whatever, but they've even said like they preferred it how women were portrayed initially in certain films, whatever, because it's just like it was much more natural and it flowed a lot better. Whereas them trying to do this is kind of like forcing it. So, you know, and this is from women that I've spoken to. So I'm like, okay, well, there you have it. Like, that's their opinion. That's how they feel. So, you know, but again, like, I'm not saying they can't do that. It's just doing it in a way where it's natural. It's not forced, you know?
I agree. And I've talked to some women too, and there's a couple good women YouTubers out there that are just like, they're not happy with how women are treated. And but one thing that I love about that is, give me a second, I'm going to get rid of this loser. One thing I love about this is, Terrence Howard has not been in a Marvel movie, and that's his fault, man. He should have never tried to ask for more money than Robert Downey Jr. and thought he was going to continue to play.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you do things like that, when you ask for more money, I'm not saying Terrence Howard wasn't an important role in Iron Man 1, but the problem is that, bro, like, let it build up, man.
I like Terrence Howard, but I'm sorry. Ever since he appeared in Iron Man 2, I'm sure it would have been cool to see how he played the character. But in terms of Rhodey as a character, and I'm sad that Armor Wars isn't happening, I think Don Cheadle deserves his shine, because I think he did great for what they needed him to do as Rhodey. I think he became that character. And I think the chemistry, you look at the first movie, the chemistry that Robert Downey Jr. had with Terrence Howard, you saw a little bit, it was nice. But the chemistry that Don Cheadle and Robert Downey Jr. had,
it's a lot better. Yeah, it's a lot better for sure.
Much better. You could really feel Rhodey was the serious guy, Tony was the jokey guy. Like, the dynamic was there. You felt it. And I think that's great. And so, speaking of the female thing we were talking about, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I'm on good authority, based on that her leading the team in Doomsday and with her being a standout of this movie. Yeah. I think Yelena Belova is going to be the female Marvel role model that we've needed since the very beginning. Like, I think she's going to be the character that finally, and it proves we don't need to have a good female character. It doesn't need to be superpowered. They don't need to be this. Like, we don't need any of that stuff. So, I love that. Hold on a second. I'm going to grab water real quick. But, so, we don't need, and I think that's great.
Yeah, cool. I'll read some messages in the chat. Yeah, Jake, don't worry about my man, Mr. I'm not even gonna call him Silver. I'm just gonna call him a waste man. That's what I'm gonna call him anyway. So you know. But anyway,
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, like So what other news is I'm trying to figure out? Oh yeah, let's talk about Sinners. I want to talk about Sinners.
Oh, you want to talk about Sinners? Okay.
Yeah.
Be careful because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry, no spoilers.
Talk about it. Okay. Oh,
I won't
I'm
do no
glad you
spoilers.
talked it- Okay, so dude, I'm glad you want to talk about Sinners because I have a great topic and I might be sending you another thumbnail idea because I came up with a genius video, bro. I figured it out. Marvel made a huge mistake. They should have never cast Mahershala Ali as Blade because I figured it out. I fixed it. I got the plan. Are you ready?
Yeah, what's going on?
Ryan Coogler directs Blade, right?
Yeah.
Now I previously said, okay, Ryan Coogler directs Blade, but you do Mahershala, but not Mahershala Ali, but you make it. You just do a multiverse story where you do Wesley Snipes Blade 4, right? That's one idea, but I now have a better idea, and it cooks, right?
All right.
And here's the idea. You guys ready to lose your shit?
Go ahead.
When you watch Sinners, you'll realize that even though he's played Killmonger, he's played a bunch of other characters, he's been Creed, Michael B. Jordan is in incredible shape and can do fight scenes amazingly. So, are you ready for this? Even though he played Killmonger.
I think I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
I'm telling you this. This is the plan. You get Chad Stahelski and Ryan Coogler to work together to create Blade. But it's because you want to keep Blade around for a while, you want to make him the leader of the Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
You do Michael B. Jordan as Blade. Because Marvel likes to remix these actors and put them in multiple roles.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to tell me you wouldn't want to see Michael B. Jordan as Blade. Like,
I would. You know what? That'd be interesting. That would actually be interesting. Yeah. Like.
Plus, think about it. When Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan did Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman was the centerpiece because he was Black Panther.
Yeah.
Every time Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan get together, they can't miss.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. No, they are. Yeah, man. So I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea.
Crazy. And then with the movie, oh my god, dude. So, there've been people that have been mad that people have been glazing this movie, but they need to understand why this movie's being glazed.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is this, isn't it? Like, I remember when I initially saw the trailer anyway, I was already like, I want to see this film. I didn't see it because of reviews or anything like that.
Yeah.
So when I initially saw this film, it was set up in the 1930s. And I won't spoil it too much, obviously, because Jake hasn't seen it. But
of course.
What I will say, like, you'll get like the 90s, 30s feel, Jake, anyway, when you see this film. And like, all I can say is that for me, this kind of like, it wasn't. I was expecting a bit more horror and maybe action, but at the same time, for what they did with it, I thought this is still good though. I
think that they served its purpose. I can understand. that.
Yeah.
I think the story flows so brilliantly, and I will say this. I don't think I've seen some people say that this is just a great one-off movie. I think there's a franchise here.
There could be there potentially could be a franchise.
Did you watch the end credit scene?
Yeah, I saw. So even with that,
the end credit scene, I don't want to root for Jake.
Yeah, of course.
All I'll say is I see a vision for a couple pretty nice sequels in the works. But
yeah, I could even see a prequel or a spin-off.
Here's the prequel I think they should do, and this is something that we can talk about without spoiling the story because it's in the trailers.
Yeah,
I want Smoking Stacked the Penguin Al Capone style. So like their time in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I would, bro, George. yes.
Right?
Yes.
I think that
yes. Because I was thinking that because I said since they worked with the Italians in Chicago, I was like, I want to see what they was doing because before they started doing what they were doing, so I was like, okay, makes sense.
No, I'll be honest,
that would be some Six Sopranos, Godfather type shit.
And I think there'll be some great movies that come out this year, and I'm excited for Thunderbolts as its own movie. I'll be honest, man. Maybe if Superman's really good, it gets close. Maybe there's a couple others. I don't see any other movie this year, and there are really good movies coming out. It's going to be really hard because right now of 2025, Sinners is over everything for me. Now,
Yeah, Sinners is up there for me.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I'll give you
anything
that.
else that really like that great.
What I liked, even Sinners as well, the comedy. I was like, right, I wasn't expecting it to be funny like that, but it was funny.
Perfect. Like, it's just
you know what I'm saying, like, but
I want to
yeah,
see
no,
it again,
like,
like I love it. Like I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And like I think that the movie just it has everything that you love, and it's just
I think you know what it is. I do see people like hating it and saying this and that about it. And you know, all I can really say is like, because I've seen some people take some takes on it, like where it's like, oh, but like, you know, why does like, oh, was it Haley Steinfeld, her playing the vampire? That kind of represents what happens in music and things like this. And I said, look, listen, like, I don't even, at the end of the day, it's entertainment first. So before you start going into a deeper section of like how the movie is, like on a deeper level, like, try and enjoy the film, then like adjust and do what you need to do to like think about all these other things. Like, because my thing is that look, like, let's not make it a color thing, because it wasn't that. Because when in the 1930s, I lost Joe. Oh my gosh.
There he is. He's
back. He's back. Lead us back, everybody.
No, I'm not gone. I just had to fix something.
No, you know.
I was trying to charge thing.
Like, because again, like, I don't know what it was, but like some people that were hating on it, they were trying to make it a color thing, and I'm thinking it's not even about a color thing. Like it's the 1930s. People were upset, like, oh, why didn't they let the white vampires in? I'm like, it's the 1930s. What do you think happens around it? It was like racism and all shit was going on. What do you not get it? Like,
the thing you don't understand about this movie, Jake, is the trailer. The trailer kind of misleads you. Okay, so. Don't go into this movie. What I'll tell you is when you do see this movie, don't go into this movie expecting a vampire movie from the get-go. So you're getting a period piece movie about how whites and blacks kind of just didn't like each other unless they were considered family within each other. Like, unless they had history within them, then they might like some people. So you got to understand that. It will get to the vampire stuff, but you got to wait a little bit. Like, it's funny because you'll watch it and you'll be like, oh my God, I forgot that this movie has vampires. And like, what happened?
Do this thing, man. What's his name? I liked what's his name? Whose character did I like? Hold on. I keep forgetting the guy. Is it Slim? I think is it Slim?
So the two brothers that B. Jordan plays. Smoke and Stacked.
It's the old. Hold on, it's the older guy. Let me just quickly look him up, because I know the actor by face anyway, but. That's it, Delta Slim. That's his name. Yeah, Delroy Lindo. His character, I like his character.
Great.
Really good.
The guy that was always drunk, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he was hilarious. I thought he was great.
It is underground. It's a fan film that anything Star Wars and Marvel made.
Yeah, no, I love I love that they did the thing with where they did that, and you had like him. Like I loved how he was like they kept trying to bribe him, but like he's
this thing. What I'm saying, people, if you haven't seen it, check it out for yourself and have your own opinion.
I know, Jake,
don't let people.
I know you've seen Thunderbolts, Jake. Jake, after Thunderbolts, I don't want any excuses from you. The next movie you're seeing is Sinners. I don't want to hear otherwise. I need to know that after Thunderbolts, your next movie, especially because you work at the theaters, you're seeing Sinners, bro. You got it.
Oh, and you work in the movies, Jake? Come on, bro.
You can't sleep on this. You cannot wait for the Blu-ray or the streaming, whatever it is. No, see this in the fucking cinema. It needs to be seen in the cinema. Like, you got to watch it. Like, I understand you need to see Until Dawn. I get it. I need to see Thunderbolts on Thursday.
Oh, I'm not seeing Until. I am not seeing Until Dawn. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm not seeing that.
Whatever movie. Whatever movie after Thunderbolts, after you see Thunderbolts, your next priority is whether you go by yourself or you go with someone else.
When that hits Netflix or something, maybe. But I'm not seeing Until Dawn. I'm sorry, like it didn't.
I'm on this review site called Critic List, where a lot of YouTube critics, before they make their YouTube video reviews, they write their little insert reviews for the movie. And I want to read to you guys what I wrote about Sinners, because I think you guys will love it. Yeah. So I gave on this review site, you can, just like Rotten Tomatoes, you can give a percentage, right? So I gave Sinners 100% on there because that's the highest rating that says most excellent. Because I had zero problems.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Blu-ray. What the fuck is Blu-ray? That's funny. So Sinners is so far my favorite movie of the year. Ryan Coogler knocked it out of the park. This is very easily my favorite film of his and Michael B. Jordan. They just create him and Michael B. Jordan just create magic. Michael B. Jordan has great performance as Smoke and Stack. Haley's excellent, and Jack O'Connor is sinister. That's what I wrote on critic list.
Okay. That's good.
All right.
I loved. I don't know about you, man, but because I don't want to. I want to dance around a little because I don't want to spoil it. But dude, I hope Jack O'Connor plays a lot more sinister roles in the future. Because, oh my god, the way he played the sweet talking like.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god.
what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm looking forward.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta go head out to softball practice, but
No worries, man.
All right, Jake, man.
Are you gonna
Do your
come to my
thing, bro.
watch party after?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right, Jake. See you.
If you still end up doing, I was gonna tell him something. No, it's all good. No, yes. And now that he's gone, I guess we can continue to talk about.
Yeah. So,
I love Jack O'Connor. Like I love it how, I love the way he says, "Sammy, we're here for you, Sammy."
Yeah, bro. Like it was, bro. All I can say, like this film, I love the
how much time I have Dark Side because I'm gonna be doing a watch party for a fan made Star Wars project. But maybe
cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, you gonna say?
I was gonna because I did like the music aspect as well.
What's on your mind?
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know my phone.
You were playing
Yeah. But no, I like the music aspect of it because the music was like I don't know, it was showing the different generations of how it was and how it's been and what's it like now, and then that was the element that brought out the vampires as well, like to the music and stuff. I'm just like, wow, this is different. So you know what I mean?
I liked the serious tone how Sammy's known as preacher boy and he brings religion and how he literally I like how we've seen a lot of vampire movies in the past, but I like that even though everyone kind of had their beef with the vampires because you had the white and the black element. I love how this movie was able to tackle the fact that Sammy is the one that brings down the house. The reason these vampires come to town is because of him. And because remember he says when he makes the song, he states something take me from here or whatever it was. So I thought that was crazy that they tapped into those type of real issues. It just the thematic themes. What I like about this movie is I think it needs to be more praise is because a lot of these movies nowadays, there's some good action. We like this thing in the story. What I love about this story is yes, there's parts of history we've seen before, but it's a different spin on it. The way that Ryan Coogler crafted this script, I'll be honest, I love the Russo brothers, but if they announced that Doomsday was going to be done by Ryan Coogler by himself for Doomsday and Secret Wars, I wouldn't have been mad.
That's cool. Yeah, I know.
I think he's one of the best directors of our time right now.
Yeah.
And I
think him and the Shang-Chi director do really well in Marvel. So
would you mind if they directed something together? Oh my god,
bro! I could see. Apparently, there was rumors. I could see.
What I love about those directors is the problem with the Russos is they don't do good when they step out the Marvel sandbox.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
These two, they can do anything they fucking want.
They can pretty much try and do anything. Yeah. I think with because the guy that did Shang-Chi, obviously he's doing a Brand New Day in there. Apparently,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing him and Ryan Coogler teaming up for a Miles Morales movie.
That'd be pretty cool.
So that'll be interesting to see what they
maybe he'll direct multiple Spider-Man movies if he really.
Yeah. I think that would work for them too.
I know in terms of his projects, in terms of other things he's doing outside the Marvel sandbox. I know you're an anime guy. He's been tasked with making a live action Naruto.
Wait, who's that?
The Shang-Chi guy.
Oh, swear. Okay, I have a little bit more faith then. Okay.
That's what my thing. A lot of people are iffy when it comes to live action anime, but I heard he was I don't see him missing this, man. I think he's gonna kill it.
I think he can get it. And the thing is, I feel like he will follow the source material too.
Yeah. I really just want to see, if you watch Cobra Kai, I really want the actor that played Quan in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I really want him to play Sasuke. I think that actor has so much potential to get.
Yeah, he has potential. Yeah, I can see it.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I think that's the thing as well with anime as well. Like, I want a good live action because I have not seen a good live action anime. Maybe actually no, there was apparently the Rurouni Kenshin movies in Japan. They've done really well. But in terms of anything else, like, you know, we had Dragon Ball Evolution complete flop. We had flipping Ghost in the Shell. Oh man, I think visually it was a 10 out of 10. But in terms of the story, I was like, it's a 4 out of 10 for me. I was just like, okay, this ain't it.
Did you finish all of that Devil May Cry anime?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I thought it was good. I thought there was some things like, because obviously, like with Mary, they kind of made her very like militant. And don't get me wrong, it's not like she couldn't hold her own, but I think they just made her so like militant soldier like. And I'm thinking, but she wasn't really like that in the games though. So, you know, I kind of just thought, okay, cool. You know, I still need to get through 5, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm laughing so hard. Apparently, we just got a scoop. Oh, hold up. Attack on Titan was dreadful. Are you talking like was it when they did the live action Attack on Titan?
What, live action Attack on Titan? If that's the case, that makes sense. I get it. But yeah, the anime is a solid 9 out of 10 for me. 9 out of 10 for me, I think personally. Oh, live action. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but they even did Death Note wrong. I was like, I got pissed off.
I think they just hired the wrong people to do these projects.
Yeah, they hired the wrong people. They make their own, and the things with those people, they make their own, like, instead of like going off the source material and doing something new, they just go way off the board. And it's like,
so we were just actually talking about how, like, a long time ago, you know, we were talking about Thunderbolts early reviews, right? So people have been talking about with the advanced ticket sales that Thunderbolts, even if it was liked by a lot of fans, that it wasn't going to do well in the box office, right? Looks like it's changed, because guess what? Thunderbolts is set to exceed box office expectations with 160 mil to 175 global
first week,
which proves my point that I think that even if Superman is good, hopefully it's good. It proves. Oh, cast had almost all the same haircuts and styles.
Yeah, that sucks. Unfortunately, that sucks.
So
yeah.
That proves my point that I think Thunderbolts will be one of the best comic book movies at the box office this year.
Yeah.
And Superman has to be at least solid to come close to that. Oh, shit. Now I really have to watch Andor tonight. We got another big report. Andor Season 2 recast a major prequel trilogy character in tonight's episode.
Okay.
Who does it say it is? Oh, yep. The reports are right. We get Bail Organa tonight.
Bail Organa. Okay, so he's in. Okay. That's cool. I'm fine with that. I mean, I get it because it's Andor, in it, so I get it.
It says Princess Leia's father and rebel leader Bail Organa makes his Star Wars return in the 6th episode of Andor. In place of Jimmy Smith is Doctor Strange and Coco star Benjamin Bratt.
Okay.
I remember him. He's a pretty good actor.
Okay, that's cool.
What did he play in Doctor Strange? Benjamin Bratt. I gotta look him up.
What is it, Brad or Brat?
Brat, like
B-I-T-T. Oh wait, I think he was in Catwoman. Wasn't he in Catwoman?
Let me look. Oh, he's a good actor. He even looks like he played a good
a good Belle. Yeah.
Oh, this is Dean. Oh, cool, dude. It's nice to have you here, Dean. Welcome to my podcast, buddy.
Welcome, Dean.
Did you just sub recently? I've never seen you in my stream before. Okay, so Benjamin Bratt, looks like he was in a musical movie called Millers in Marriage, Mother of the Bride, Loop, Poker Face TV series, Skull Island TV series, Dead for a Dollar, DMX TV series, Best Summer Ever, Modern Family, A Score for Seattle, Star, Coco, like we mentioned,
Oh, he was in Justice League Gods and Monsters Chronicles. Okay. He was the voice.
Okay. I know who he played in. I know who he played in Doctor Strange. He played the guy that was trying to get his lights fixed.
Oh, Jonathan.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jonathan. Okay.
Yeah.
He's in The Infiltrator. Right along too. Yeah. I see Gods and Monsters. He voiced Superman.
He voiced Superman, Lord Zod, and
he was in 24 Live Another Day. He was in A Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs.
Okay,
he was in Snatch with
Skull Island. Okay. No, he's got some good. Okay, I'm fine with that. I think, but he does look like if he dyes his hair, yeah, he does look like a Bell.
Okay, I'm going into these episodes a little bit more with an optimistic tonight.
Yeah, you know, I think season 2 will be good.
Yeah, we'll do a watch party tonight because I don't know, it might be worth it. Or I'll just watch them myself. We'll see how I feel. But I'm definitely watching all three. My new work schedule is. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. Awesome, Dean. Great to have you in the chat, bro. Dean's someone I play Marvel Rivals with a lot. We used to work on the same Uplive. We used to work on the same app called Uplive a while ago.
Okay.
Used to get paid over there too. I used to have to stream, that was like a job. I had to do 20 hours per month. So I had to stream like every day. That's crazy. Glad we're gonna see Bill Organa. That could be interesting tonight.
Yeah, that should be good.
Because he would know Mon Mothma from the prequels. So we'll probably get some good scenes between him and Mon Mothma.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think season 2 is going to end on a solid note. I think this is going to be.
I think that rape scene might be the only. Oh crap! I can't say that. I think that rape scene will be the only bad thing.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that people are going to be focused. But now,
episode 3 is my lowest rated episode. I'm one of those people where, when it came to Andor, people need to understand. I know Star Wars Theory is getting hate on because Star Wars Theory really just doesn't think that Andor is Star Wars, and that's a fair take. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's totally okay.
Yeah, that's his opinion. Yeah, that's fine.
But the thing that I would say is, to me, now I know theories of the mind. There's not Jedi and lightsabers. There's not Vader and Palpatine. That's not Star Wars. There is enough essence in there.
Yeah,
that still makes me feel like it's a part of the Star Wars canon. And I'll be honest, because they are. Sean Taylor made a great point about it being mature towards. I was watching Snarky J said that she wishes they changed the rating from TV 14 to TVMA. Which
that's true. That's true.
I think they should.
I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that.
I've wanted mature Star Wars, so I mean, I can get on with mature Star Wars.
That's what I'm saying. I do think when it comes, if they ever get to that, I think if they ever go back to the old Republic era, that's what it needs to be.
I think the only disappointing thing I have with Andor is I keep telling people I really don't. I love the idea of a spy show, but for Star Wars to be Star Wars, Star Wars is not Star Trek. It can't be just talking. This.
It can't be all of that. No.
You need a bit more action scenes.
Yeah, that's true.
What I loved about Rogue One, one of the things I loved in Rogue One was that Andor was this cold motherfucker that worked for the rebellion, and the rebellion was giving him. The rebellion would give in the meetings, they'd give missions, and then the official would talk to him, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we talked to the earlier medal." And so I loved how he would like just be like offing people. Like he had the rebellion is seen as these goody two shows, we're here to do good things. And here's this ninja just running around shooting people that have information about the Death Star. Just like, I love that shit. That's so awesome. So what I really think personally, I wish Andor was just what I wanted for Andor when I heard about it in season 1 was episode 1. One of my favorite things was that you saw Andor when he was on the hunt for his sister. You got those John Wick vibes, like in the nightclub, in like the strip clubs, he was going and just like shooting people. Like, I want more of that. I want Andor in the gritty underworld of like that 1313 Star Wars vibe. I want him to go into the Empire. If we're gonna go with the Empire is super evil and Nazi inspired, then go and have Andor fuck shit up. Blow up bases, like, beat the shit out. Like, dude, I want to see Krennic get pissed. Andor's a fucking problem. Like, what the fuck is how is he messing up my organization? Like,
For real.
like he steals the.
I think
first episode they were looking for that element, right?
yeah. In terms of Andor as well, like all I can say is that like if Outlaws succeeded, yeah, if it did well numbers wise, whatever, I would have loved because I still want to see 13-13 still happen. I'm sorry, like
I want to see it too.
There's something about that game that just says to me like
I want that game, but I also want someone really tied to George Lucas that knows
to get that out, to get that shit out, man. Honestly, yeah.
I know we're getting towards the Underworld, but that's gonna still be marketed towards kids. I want a gritty like stormtroopers getting stabbed in the throat, like I want brutal. And if you can't do a Book of Boba Fett season 2, then just do fucking Boba Fett in the 13-13 era, fucking people up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty
much, man. Pretty much. Yeah, man.
You can do with that.
But yeah, man, I think there's a lot of I think there is a lot of like promise from certain things now, especially with where things are going.
Yeah, I think so too. Like now that I'm reading this article about Andor, it makes me feel a lot more confident. Hold on, what did he say? Yeah, it's doing bad. It was the only reason I went back to Star Wars, the Old Republic. Yeah, no, I get it. It's been tough, but I think they're gonna find.
It has been tough.
Well, I was gonna talk to you. So I know you talked to him. Is Retrolad okay?
Yeah, he's all right. I spoke to him. I did speak to him yesterday, innit, briefly, but yeah, I think he when he comes back, he'll explain everything, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that he said something like something happened, so I was making sure that he was okay.
Yeah,
so I hope everything's okay.
Because he hasn't said much to me, but yeah, you know, when he comes back properly.
I figured I knew you guys were really close. So I didn't know if he said more than what he said, or like. But maybe it's something that's so private that he just felt like it was.
Yeah, he just felt like that's what I'm thinking too. So I'm just saying, you know, I just said to him, bro, just do your thing, and when you come back is when you come back, innit? You know. So
yeah, that's true.
You know,
very true. Wow, people are doing revised reviews for Revenge of the Sith. Now,
yeah, bro. Listen, that when I saw that, the funny thing is, I saw Revenge of the Sith first on Sunday, then I saw Sinners. Yeah, so but
are you gonna review or do a revised review for Revenge of the Sith on your YouTube channel?
You know what? I could now that I've seen this, I want to actually talk about the game itself because I want a remake or a remaster or something.
I was going to be curious about that too. Yeah,
because I'm sorry, that is a top 5 Star Wars game.
I wish we could find a way to do to make a video with both of us in it and talk about that game, almost like
that would be. I think the best way to do that would probably be like Discord or something.
We could try that.
Yeah.
Can you film on Discord? Can you
Yeah, so what I could do on Discord, I could, if for example, if I was to record my screen, it could still pick up audio in Discord and things like that. So we can still kind of
then we can have a conversation. We can make it a conversation. That'd be a good idea. I'd be down for that. Well, also they have popcorn buckets. So, but what I'll tell you is, I'm not going to see Revenge of the Sith in cinema. Not because I don't want to support the movie, because on Sunday the 4th, I'll be watching 1 through 6. And
of course.
To me, it felt redundant. It felt redundant to see it to go this week or the previous week and then see it again. You know, I love that movie, but I'm gonna be watching with my community. And
of course,
Star Wars Theory is watching tonight with his community, and he's gonna be dressed in Anakin cosplay.
Yeah,
I might pop in there just for a minute, just to see what it looks like.
Yeah, just to see what happens. Yeah, I want to see just for a little bit. Yeah,
I'm curious. I won't sit there and watch Revenge of the Sith with him, but I want to see that because I'll be doing my own thing. But and also that day, all my thumbnails are gonna be Star Wars related things. I don't care what other news comes out that day. Everything else is put on hold. That day is. I know that Star Wars Celebration they celebrate. That's for the Disney news announcements. So
that's not.
It's Star Wars Day to me, and that's like a sacred holiday. So to me, the way I look at it is, I'm ranking. Let's see, is there 9 films now because of Rise? No, there's more than 9 if you include the Clone Wars movie, and then you have the two semi prequel movies, right? Being Solo and Rogue One. Let's think. Let's count this real quick. So
that's
Phantom Menace,
6 films.
Clones. You said how many?
I think it's if we're including Rogue One and Solo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a total of 8. 8 films. Yeah, 8 films.
Oh, but I'm including I'm gonna add this. Even though we don't watch the sequels, I'm gonna still put the sequels on my ranking list.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's like
people
8 plus number 3. That's 11, I think, in total. 11.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think it will be. I'll rank all 11 Star Wars movies. What are you? Did you include the Clone Wars animated film on there?
So that's 12. Okay.
Yeah, so 12. So 12 total.
12.
Because
Yeah.
that's why we consider that. In fact, 11 if you don't count cartoon. Yeah, 12 if you count.
Yeah.
I count cartoon because Lucas and Filoni worked on it together. So
yeah,
it's still Grogu Star Wars.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna be watching a little bit of Clone Wars and doing a lot of Star Wars themed activities. We'll definitely be watching the movies. We're also gonna watch some new stuff. I gotta catch up on. Gotta watch Vision season 2 at some point this week because we're gonna watch season 3 when it debuts.
Oh yeah, season 3. Yeah.
That's
our other film. So.
Doesn't that also debut on May the 4th? Or the
I think it should be around then, isn't it? Yeah, it should be around. Yeah.
Let me see something.
That's definitely good. I think did I finish Visions? I'm sure I got to oh no, I was on season 2, but I didn't get to finish towards the end. Okay, so I got to watch the
rest. I just saw season 2 because Vision had been so disconnected from the other Star Wars stuff. I just didn't have time because I was focused on what was canon continuity wise.
Yeah. But I like Visions because it's different animations, it's so many different stories, and it's just it still feels like Star Wars, even though you're not getting one complete story.
That's because Rogue One is the sequel to Andor. So that if you didn't know that's why that is. But yeah, so Visions I want to finish. Because I love that show. I really want to continue to watch it.
I've still got to finish Bad Batch, I think. I think I need to properly finish that.
I'm going to tell you this, man. Nothing about the Clone Wars. I know a lot of people like Rebels.
Yeah.
Bad Batch season 2 is... Yeah?
Yeah. I'm on episode season 210, and I'm just I'm just getting through it so I can see season 3, so how it fully unfolds.
Oh my God, my sister cracks me up. So I just went to my Disney Plus to check my account, and my sister changed all our profile pictures. I had my picture of Shang-Chi for the longest time, and now she just changed me to Daredevil on the icon. I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. She knows me so well.
Yeah, she knows you.
So let's see. I was gonna find this. I was looking up Star Wars Visions. So where is this thing? So Visions should be. Where is it? So I want to see because then it'll tell you the date when something upcoming is coming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's Star Wars Collection because this is what I'm gonna watch from when I watch the movies. Okay, so this is just all the movies. Okay, so how do I look at the other collection? Is this just the Skywalker Saga? All right, where is? It's.
So yeah, in terms of any games, what's been going on with you, Joe? You've been playing particular games?
I want to do a thing where a lot of people keep asking me to play more of Black Ops 6 because they think I want to play more Call of Duty games. I'm trying to do a lot of variety. I'm still working on Final Fantasy. I just haven't had any days when I want to play it. I want to get back into I'm going to be binging the Devil May Cry show. And while I'm doing that, I think tonight I want to do a stream of Devil May Cry 5 because I've been playing through that game, so I was kind of hoping of doing something like that because I really been meaning to get back in that game. I don't know if I ever showed you, but back when YouTube Shorts used to really be hot, and I used to really grow my channel. I did a YouTube short once doing one of Dante's combos with my martial arts. I showed people how you could do it in real life without all the fancy stuff that he does a lot of martial arts elements.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, Devil May Cry 5. I think I still need to play that. I've started it already. I just need to carry on playing it. But right now I've got Assassin's Creed Shadows to finish on, and
how close are you to finishing Shadows?
so Shadows, because this one's quite long. There's a lot of side stuff to do, but right now I would say there's 3 acts. I'm on the 2nd act, so I'm basically like halfway through.
As you've gotten closer into finishing it, have you felt like that it's getting a lot? Like, are you still liking it as much?
Oh yeah, no, I'm still liking it. Yeah, I'm still liking it. I mean, I still like the.
Visions has 9 episodes in season 2, but there's no update on. I thought we got an update for season 3. Like there was a trailer or something. Wonder why are they not updated on?
Yeah, there was a trailer, wasn't there? I'm sure.
Yeah,
there was a trailer.
I sort of saw one that came up, but I didn't watch it because I haven't seen season 2 yet. When was the release date? I thought it would be on May the 4th. Because when you go to when you go to Tales of the Underworld, it says May the 4th, but it doesn't say that for the other one. What are you hoping for as a new project? Because I know a lot of people are let down by Tales of the Empire.
Yeah.
What are you hoping for? What are you hoping for to see storyline wise or character wise in Tales of the Underworld?
I think Tales of the Underworld. I think for me, it seems like because we get to see kind of Ventress for a little bit. I just want to see like what was it like before she passed, obviously, and then
I hope they go. I know the episodes are short, but I hope they touch on Dark Disciple a little bit.
Yeah, I think
really
so.
Since the storyline is supposed to be about continuing the thing we learned about in Obi-Wan with the path, I really hope, really, because they haven't done anything with him in live action yet. I really hope they confirm to us in this show that at this timeline that both Ventress and Quinlan are still active.
Are still alright. Yeah. I know. Quinlan. I think Quinlan is one of the.
Because my pitch for a good Obi-Wan season 2 is involving Obi-Wan and Quinlan going on an adventure together.
That'll be dope.
Finding the other Jedi. Like I would.
Yeah. Like the thing is, because Quinlan survived. Like Quinlan was one of the Jedi. He actually survived. I remember in Legends lore, he had a family or something. I think it was.
Yeah, so, and in Dave's canon, Ventress and Quinlan were together.
Yeah, they team up on that. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they could do with Quinlan Voss. I think that'll be interesting. Him and Kenobi, like just take away like Vader and all that stuff. We don't have to see Vader to like for a Kenobi show to be kind of like good and stuff. Because even if it didn't have Vader, I still would have thought Kenobi would have been good even without him because of the material they had prior. But because they went with a different direction, it's like, well, this is what happens when you try and force it now, and then they just didn't necessarily work in the way everyone expected.
Yeah,
so
I agree. I think we got to do something good with it. Oh, Dean wants to know. Were you talking about Assassin's Creed, Dean? Dean wants to know. Some of my friends prefer the combat in 5 over
4.
The combat in 4 over 5. What's your preference, Chris?
So the preference, I think for Assassin's Creed, the combat I've always preferred it how it's been in. Black Flag was one of the games that like really showed me where the combat really expanded, definitely expanded there. Yeah. And then I also liked it in Origins, to be fair as well, because in Origins it was the first action open world RPG kind of thing they did, and they did it right with Origins, but it's just the games after that. Like Odyssey, Valhalla, they would be great games if they weren't Assassin's Creed games. But because they're Assassin's Creed games, I don't see them as that. So I think the best combat you
were asking Devil May Cry. Okay, I thought you were talking about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I think that's what didn't I? Is that what we said in 4 or 5?
Yeah,
the combat. Oh, right, that's what we said. Yeah. My bad. I think in what's my favorite combat style in I think I liked it in I think I liked it in 3. 3 was good.
I really like 5 because I just think the character, for me personally, the priority, the variety is better.
Yeah, it seems like 5. I need to. That's what I'm saying. Once I get deeper into 5, then I'll make a judgment because I know there's going to be a lot more variety because 5 is obviously at its peak, isn't it? So that's one other thing as well. So hopefully, that's good. But I mean the combat style in Odyssey and Valhalla, but okay. Odyssey, yeah, I've not really played Odyssey and Valhalla. I just don't think they're true Assassin's Creed games to me. That's just me personally. I felt like Origins, even though it was on the same vibe, it was still kind of connected you to Assassin's Creed. Whereas Odyssey and Valhalla kind of takes you away. Not so much Odyssey, but I would say Valhalla especially. Like, you mean to tell me Vikings or assassins? That doesn't make sense to me because they're brutes. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So,
interesting. Apparently, what? Epic Games is giving away a free secret Star Wars game in May.
Ooh,
something for free?
For free? What though?
What game is gonna be free?
Oh, please! If it's what game did they have?
Someone said in the comments, better not be Outlaws. And then
you know what? I don't. If it is Outlaws, I will happily take it because I need to play it. I just want to play it for myself to know what it's like. That's what I need.
I gotta play through that one. One of the things I want to do right now is I might take a pause on all other games because with May the 4th being the next big thing, I think I might just prioritize other than Marvel Rivals. I think when I'm solo gaming, I think I'm gonna do leading up to May the 4th. I'm just gonna play only Star Wars games.
Yeah.
And because I want to, what I really want to do, and I'm so mad they didn't do online co-op. I bought the last game I purchased with my own money was Jedi Power Battles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they give away a free First Order Stormtrooper skin Underground. But I really want to play. I want to finish that game because I haven't played that since PS1 days.
Yeah, yeah. That's been a minute. Yeah.
Mods in there where like you can play as Maul now or any of the Jedi and like it's just fun. And I really want to play old school Battlefront again. I still have that one.
Yeah, I need to play that.
I never finished. I wanted to do a Let's Play series for and maybe you can help me make thumbnails for that too, so they can be really good and set people's attention. Right? I want to stream Jedi Outcast again.
Oh, hey, that's a good. Hey, that game right there. Woof, man.
I've been playing through it. I love it. I just need to invest more time in it. And I want to also.
I might do something. I think for May the 4th, I'm gonna have to look in and see what game.
Dude, I'm telling you, if they ever greenlight the Revenge of the Sith game, I'm gonna tell you guys and the community this: if a Revenge of the Sith game gets greenlit, especially with my new schedule now making it super easy, on Monday, because I'm off Monday and Tuesday. On Monday, if you Lucasfilm execs are able to pull a deal with your game companies, Microsoft, to tell Sony to shake hands and make a deal, right? If Revenge of the Sith, the game, is remastered and released, I will do a 24-hour stream playing that game from beginning to end.
Oh my days! Hey, did you? Hey, no, I can't even lie. The multiplayer mode in that game was fucking sick, man. I'm sorry, like
I would love that shit.
That was awesome, man. I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, like
that's so good.
You see, because even yesterday I was doing like tier list of video games and stuff like that, and Revenge of the Sith is at the top for me. Like, it's definitely top 5 for me. Like one of the best Star Wars games out there. Honestly, that. Rogue Squadron 2, that's an underrated piece of mine. That I love Rogue Squadron, innit? Like I know what they tried to do with the remake, but I was just like, man, it's just not enough for me though. Like that's the only thing. Like we do need a good spaceship battle Star Wars game again. So hopefully we can see one like that again. I wouldn't even mind if they did like Empire. But yeah, man. Oh, DC Universe Online. Hey, I've heard my friend banged out DC Universe Online, man. He loved that game, like back in like 2012. Like he played that every year. But so when he was on it. I think he's like level something, but yeah. It's a good game though, for sure. They need to do something like that with Marvel, man. But I don't know why they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I like Marvel Rivals. They need something different. Yeah, DC Universe Online game gets new content. That's pretty crazy.
Okay, that's good. And that game is old as well. That's like at least 10 years plus now. So yeah, that's good. Like then it still gets updates as well. But if they ever come out with a DC Universe Online 2 or something like that or something new, I'm there for it. I'm there. Because the ideas that they had were sick. Like I said, if Marvel could do it, like come on, Marvel can easily do it. Like Midnight Suns seemed cool in that, but I think they could do it. I think they could do more with what they did with. They could do more. They could do just as good as what DC did with that game because man. Yeah, it's like hold on, DC Universe. Let me check when it first came out. I'm sure it's pretty.
What time you going to bed tonight?
I should probably I would say another half an hour to an hour. So.
Oh yeah, because I know I'm gonna do my watch party in an hour for Andrew. We're watching anything Star Wars and Marvel's first episode of his fan show.
Yeah, DC Universe. Yeah, 2011. I was right. Yeah, 13 years makes sense. 13, 14 years. Yeah. But yeah, I've got the. But did I do the thumbnails? Yeah, the thumbnails are done that you asked me to. They're done. I think they're done. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, they're pretty much done. So you got The Last of Us season 2, episode 2 and 3. You got Sensei Wolf. You got Havoc. You got.
Yeah, so I was gonna see my update about the different thing. Where I said I'm not seeing accountant tonight, so I changed.
Yeah.
Did the reactions for the 2 trailers that came out today.
Yeah.
For Weapons and Smashing Machine, because I still haven't seen the Smashing Machine trailer, but I heard people talk about it.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. The trailer is really good.
I heard that they used the We Did It, Frank Sinatra, They Did It My Way. And then whenever they use that song in a trailer, I'm always down for it. Marvel tried, but instead of custom characters, used pre-existing characters, and it flopped. Oh, to do custom?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember now. They did flop. Oh, my gosh. That's what I'm saying. They need another game
so like how DC did it. A good game like that. And I think that's the problem. They give it to the wrong people. Ooh. On May 2nd, there's going to be a free Wolverine skin for Patch. Unlock the free Wolverine skin for Patch in Marvel Rivals. I'm down for that. Patch is sick.
Interesting. That's dope. Okay.
Wolverine with an eye patch. Holy shit. Breaking news. The original Jean Grey's coming back for Doomsday.
Doomsday as well. Okay. See more news is gonna pop up. We're gonna see more news for the next couple of weeks on this now. So
dude, I'm gonna be cooking on Marvel for a while now. Shit. Yeah. I'm gonna be making a lot of Marvel. See, I think that's my plan. After Star Wars Day, I think I'm just gonna lock it on Marvel in general. I think Marvel's gonna be this is gonna be where people are gonna want to hear about what's happening in the Marvel world. Yes, we got a free skin. I'm just reading what people are saying. Last was episode 4 information will be an hour long, directed by Kate Herridon, written by Craig Mays, Isaac, introduction story / backstory, Ellie Day story 1, Take on Me scene, Seattle subways, and the backstory, spouse's introduction. Oh, it's interesting. So that's kind of what to expect from the next episode of Last of Us information. Marvel Heroes. Oh, I forgot about Marvel Heroes Omega. That's too bad about what happened with that.
Oh, that was basically the DC Universe Online, basically. But yes, I don't know how it.
I played that for a little bit, and then it just kind of ended.
Just looking at some news now on Twitter.
People talk about on Twitter that they're like after years of multiverse movies, we finally got a Marvel movie that doesn't have to do with the multiverse.
Yeah, no, I hear it though because they did use that as a scapegoat a lot of the time. So it's just like, man, come on.
I hope so too, man. I really do hope that they do that. I definitely agree on Underground. It needs to be better. Yeah, it needs to be better.
Yeah, back to games anyway. I'm trying to think of any other games. Oh yeah, Expedition 33. I just started playing that.
I'm getting that game because not only does it look fucking sick, My boy,
Yeah, bro, Charlie. I just started playing it yesterday, and I was like, raw. And the thing is, I'm not when it comes to turn-based RPGs, I'm quite skeptical because I like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, those type of games. Like, those are the only really games of turn-based I've played.
But more funds right now. I got a lot of stuff to pay for.
Yeah.
I can't get it from funds. If you guys, know, I got my super chats on. I got my. You can join my membership. What you guys got to do? If you guys want to buy me Expedition 33, it'll be appreciated. I'll stream the shit out.
I've got because I've got PC. I got it on Game Pass because it's free on there, innit? So I said, might as well just
I'll
just give it a shot. And started playing it yesterday, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna see where this takes me because I'm kind of invested in it now, and I'm not big when it comes to turn-based RPGs. Like I like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, and stuff like that, but I'm very skeptical on other games like that or that are not like that. But this story seems interesting, and it seems like you've got some good voice actors too. It's interesting. I want to see where this goes. Kind of gives me a Hogwarts Legacy vibe if this was turn-based RPG. So
that's good to hear.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that way. That's for me anyway.
I got to go back to. I never finished that game.
Hogwarts, yeah. No, it does take a minute. I will say because I started it when I first got it on release, but I didn't finish it till like summer last year. So it does take a minute, but it is a great game, definitely to finish. So yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's interesting that they're saying that's pretty much confirmed with the actors for Dark Phoenix, but we still don't know what's going on with what's going on with Halle Berry because Halle Berry's
Sora. Mind's Eye. Oh, I'm getting Mind's Eye day one because that has interested me big time. And the guy that's produced GTA, he's producing that game. He's made that. That's his own company. He left GTA. He left Rockstar. So yeah,
that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but he left a couple years back. But obviously he's been trying to get his money. He got his money, got his settlement. So now he went and made his own company. Now his new game, Mind's Eye. If that pops off more than GTA 6, then boy, we're gonna know that GTA 6 is definitely because of the producer. That's why it left, because he was the main producer. So sucks, man. But hopefully it's not like that. But I hope Mind's Eye is a good game to
I'm
play.
glad they can do something with Psylocke. That Psylocke's actually coming back.
Psylocke was good. I liked her in Apocalypse, and she looked comic book accurate as well. So I was like, she's a good actress and she can do her thing. So
Yeah, we did not see enough of her using her powers in the movie she was in. So I'm hoping that she gets some standout fight scenes, using the katana, using the blade from her hand, using all the kinetic energy.
Yeah, man.
I feel bad though because everyone knows in Doomsday with this new celebration of the X-Men characters.
Yeah.
Doom is gonna make what Thanos did to the Avengers in Infinity War look like nothing because the Russos have confirmed that when Doom kills people in Doomsday,
they're
dead.
gone. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, I don't mind that because we kind of need to. It needs to happen. It has to.
Yes, there's no snap. It's just Doom's killing motherfuckers. So, Chris, since you are a PC player, you going to play Kingmakers when it releases?
Kingmakers. Hold on, let me just look this up. Let me see. Kingmakers on PC. That looks like an RPG. Hold on. It's not out yet. Oh no, it's an online co-op. Let me see. Interesting. Okay. It looks interesting. I might have to check it out a bit more, but I'll see. I'll think about it for sure. I think I just got to look a bit more into the game just to kind of know what it's a bit more about. I can see from pictures it does look kind of cool. Like medieval with it. Is it medieval with this is medieval with guns, okay. But yeah, I'll figure it out.
You're selling him on the subject.
Yeah.
They're trying to sell the subject.
But yeah, there's other good films that's coming out as well. The Encounter 2, obviously Mission Impossible. I want to see that. What's the one with the guy from Mr. Robot? What's his name? What's that film called? Hold on, I have to look it up because is it the new films? Because it's out in cinema now, I think. Or I don't know. Not Mickey 17. Oh, that's the one I should have seen, but I missed it.
Some people have actually already seen Thunderbolts twice.
Wow.
Someone said Thunderbolts Round 2. Well, it's actually even better on rewatch.
Jeez. Okay.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to think. What was that film with the guy from Mr. Robot? It will come back to me. Hold on.
Oh, the new one that was supposed to come out soon?
I think it's hold on. Let me see if it's ready. It stars
a tank against a knight? That's crazy.
When is the amateur? Oh, it's already out. Yeah, the amateur. That's it. The amateur. That's the one with Remy Malek. That's him. There we go. The amateur.
Oh my God, I'm laughing so hard. Someone posted on Twitter a picture of all the Marvel Legends action figures laid out on their bed, and it's got like Deadpool, Wolverine, Namor, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, the Guardians, Hawkeye, like all the characters, and it says this is probably what the Russo Brothers trailer looks like right now.
Oh man!
Because if you don't know, one of the things that people love about the Russo Brothers, you know when they did that airport battle in Civil War?
Yeah.
That scene together. They sat there in the board meeting and they started playing with action figures of like which characters should be fighting each other and like
that's
how they laid out that scene. Like I think that's hilarious.
Oh my days. But yeah, it's a futuristic meets medieval. You can take a tank and against the knight. Oh wow, okay. It's interesting. That's a different take on certain games like that. Because I know with medieval games, they normally just keep it in the same type of world that they normally do it in. So, but to see that, it's kind of interesting. So, yeah, I'll definitely look into that.
So, it looks like for the Star Wars event, we're getting Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, Kylo Ren's lightsaber, Luke's blue lightsaber, and Mace Windu's lightsaber. Mm-hmm. That's pretty sick. Oh no way! Fortnite added the emote from the Hawkeye show for Yelena, where she pours the sriracha into the mac and cheese pan.
Yeah.
Oh, you're working on thumbnails while you're talking? Holy shit, you were fast.
Yeah, no. Well, I was doing them like an hour ago, innit? So like, you know.
Yeah, dude, that's sick.
Welcome there.
Yeah,
I know you want. I know you said you
were. Oh my God, the one where he's got his face and he's staring down Johnny.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in a while, but I think if Luke is going to start getting locked in on a franchise, I think because he was only introduced in part 2 and 3, I think how to continue him into the Miyagi versus the
no. I think if they can't get any other spin-offs going, I would say Sensei Wolf will be the best one to do it for. Because we need to see what happened prior.
We need to see his backstory.
Yeah, we need to see what happened prior and what happened after as well. Where does he go after? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so if Karate Kid Legends is successful, I think a next movie with like the adults again before they get too old, where it's more focused on the adults and the teen, almost like an Avengers Endgame with them going against Sensei Wolf, would be amazing. Like imagining them like actually like coming to blows with him and not a tournament circuit where it gets real. Like out in the street, they have to fight him. He's insane. Like, so I think the tournament circuit, the reason that Johnny won is the tournament has rules and different things. And like, I think in a real fight, it'd be really different.
Yeah. Interesting.
And you get some good writers to write it. But yeah, I think a Sensei Wolf spinoff with the Iron Dragons about his backstory. I love the idea of like it almost be like blood sport. Like instead of Cobra Kai's normal rating, make the Iron Dragons show TVMA and make it
make it all because it makes sense because he's that type of sensei. Like he looked like he was going to go already.
Like before you even see him in Iron Dragons, show his history of the cage fighting. So like Bloodsport just have him in the cage, killing fools, like just being crazy and just I love it. I love it.
Definitely.
Yeah, Luke Cage was one of those guys, like, I didn't care much for his character of Cold North in Mortal Kombat 1, but it was because of the fact that the writers just didn't make a good character. But Luke Cage as an actor, I love the guy.
Yeah, he's a dope. Yeah, no, for real, he's dope. I think I don't mind seeing him for Mortal Kombat 2 to him get like a little feature, but
I know he's gonna be a little cameo. I think they just need to rewrite him. If we see more of him in the future, they just need to write his character better.
Yeah, better. Yeah, definitely.
Like I won't lie. A part of me is sad that we never got a skin for him in a Mortal Kombat game because I wanted to piss people off so bad.
Yeah.
That skin and just like Like, yeah, how do you feel? You lost to the worst newly created Mortal Kombat character ever made.
Yeah,
Like,
that would have been dope.
It would have been hilarious. Like, you lost to Lord, bro. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but we haven't heard much on this. We haven't seen a trailer yet for this Mortal Kombat.
It's not to go until October, so we'll see one soon, I think.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Yeah, I'll say what, June, July. I'm expecting that. So we'll probably see something, but
it'll be soon. There's just too many things they gotta focus on the summer movie season. Remember, Comic-Con isn't just comic movies; it's all movies. So
yeah, it's all movies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Comic-Con, they might bring something for Comic-Con for sure.
Interested. I'll see. I'm wondering if I should go to Comic-Con at the end of the month, but
that'd be sick. I'm just gonna cover it like I normally do. The next big event I'm going to, I'm saving money for. I'm going to Celebration. I'm going to Celebration in 2027. And I'm really hoping that other people, because I didn't meet up with people in Minnesota. But if you guys are willing to go to LA.
Yeah, no, honestly, I've been wanting to head out the States anyway. I'm trying to go next year and then the year after. But so
they're taking you off this year. Save your money for 2027.
Yeah, I'm going to. I actually want to.
You know what we can do? We can host an episode in person of our Star Wars podcast at Celebration and walk around with the fans, touring the convention center.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Because in a year, by that point, with where my channel is headed at right now, I think in a year I'll have a camera with like a tripod and hopefully a film crew, and maybe I'll have progress on my Star Wars films I'm working into. But we'll have to talk about. And even though we're iffy on Disney, there'll be enough exciting stuff. I'll tell you, man, I've been to Comic-Con, and Comic-Con is fun, but Celebration, out of all the fan events I could do, I'd say Celebration is probably the best fan event I've ever been to in my life.
Celebration. I missed the one in London back in 2023.
I went to the one in Chicago in 2027.
Yeah.
Dressed as Lando, which was awesome. That was pretty cool. I love that. I thought it was cool. And I met Sam and Ray, and I got the first scoop on Clone Wars Season 7. I found out about Fallen Order for the first time ever. I got all the exclusives, and I loved it. And now to be able to go in 2027 will be fantastic. And I'm totally going to cosplay. Right now, I just kind of have a casual, because my work schedule, I have a casual thing. But if I can get my beard to grow right, I really want to cosplay, even though we have just had Ahsoka Season 2 come out. If Season 2 is even better than Season 1, I really want to
cosplay. Bailey. Yeah. Okay, I see it. Yeah. Okay.
I have the what's it called? I
want to get his lightsaber though. I like his lightsaber. I might have to figure out how to get that.
I would love his lightsaber would be cool. There's a lot of good cosplay ideas. I'd like to be him. I also wouldn't mind being Rex. There's a lot of cool ideas. I wouldn't mind the Rex to be like shave my head and like do that stuff, or Cody. Being a clone I wouldn't mind being a clone. I think the whole Jedi would be cool. I would not mind that. I had an idea at one point where I was going to put my Green Arrow suit on and put my Jedi robot and like make myself a cosplay like Green Arrow in the Star Wars universe as a Jedi, with like get like a green saber. That'd be pretty cool. Wouldn't mind being a Mandalorian or a bounty hunter if I had time to put the costume together. There's a lot of good options. There's a lot of good options I could do. I even wouldn't mind getting some Starkiller armor. That'd be cool. So I got short hair like Sam, so I could pull off the Starkiller look. I think I could do it. Super easy. But it's been a while. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could do. There's a lot of cool ideas.
Okay, they just dropped a trailer for Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Okay,
I heard that came out. Yeah.
I know the first two. The first two were good actually. So
I don't think I saw the sequel. Was the sequel good?
From what I remember, it's quite vague. But from what I remember, there was some good stuff going on. But the first one though. That's sick. That was a good one. I enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. When is it dropping? Oh, November 14th. Oh, that's like 2 weeks after my birthday. Right.
That's like right before my birthday.
Right. That's interesting.
Crazy. Yeah, that's right after my birthday.
Yeah. It's interesting because I didn't think they would ever work on a sequel until they said, but okay.
Sometimes they surprise us. You gotta have surprises in the world, man.
Word.
That's sick, though. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm down for that. I think that looks fantastic. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool that Fortnite's offering something like that. I think that's pretty sick.
Oh my days, Angry Joe put out his Until Dawn review. Oh no, no.
Is he at it again?
Oh gosh, I haven't seen it yet, but I just see it on Twitter. I'm just like,
I haven't been watching him in a minute. Like,
I rock with Joe, man. I mean, I don't watch everything he does, but I watch like certain things. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean.
I used to be like religious with his channel. Like, I used to watch everything he did. And then I stopped.
One thing I've always respected about Angry Joe is that, like, you know, people see him as always angry and ranting and stuff, but like, no, he actually explains what he doesn't like and what he does like. So when you really watch him, you will know what he likes, you know what he doesn't like. That's the thing. But also, angry, it's a gimmick, it's a part of his name, innit? So like, let him just go off on one and then do what he does, man, because he's a cool guy.
Wait, is this true? Someone just said that Fortnite is giving random V-Bucks to random people on Fortnite. That's weird.
Really? Wow.
I wonder how true that is. Let me check that out. I'm like, what? I need free V-Bucks right before the Star Wars season comes out because I'm glad I'm finally getting the skin that I've wanted my entire time since they had Star Wars stuff in Fortnite. Fortnite did the one thing that Battlefront 2 failed to do, which I'm so glad.
Yeah, but Fortnite is, wow, I swear Fortnite is kicking a lot of people's games.
They put in his lightsaber and go, like, this part is over, motherfucker.
Yeah, EA Bloodbath for EA. Oh wow, okay, so there's the news just popped up of EA now.
Oh, they popped off more with it? Oh,
yeah, let me see. I'll show my screen. Let me see. Could I show my screen? Okay.
Yeah. What is it? The
present? Yeah, share screen. There we go. Share screen. Where is it? Let's go on Twitch now. On Twitch, on Twitter. It should be doing it. I don't know if it's is it. I don't even know if it's doing it or not. Let me see. Hold on.
Let me open it. I didn't see that it was doing that. Let me open it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. But yeah, they just literally said it's a bloodbath for EA right now. Like they just said, yeah, EA is laying off workers and canceling Titanfall game. Oh, see, I was looking forward to that Titanfall game, man. Like, oh my god, between 300 to 400 positions were eliminated, including around 100 at respawn. And that sucks because they had job cuts like 2 years ago or a year ago even. So yeah, the cancelled project codename R7 was an extraction shooter set in Titanfall universe. Oh yeah, it's not looking good at all.
Oh, there possibly skins in here.
Not close to being finished. It was probably just another woke DEI nonsense. Oh my days, this guy. Let me just get on people's nerves today right now.
These people are just ridiculous.
Like, well, I'm sorry. Like, what does woke and DEI have to do with like a game that's being cancelled or not being finished with it? It's not everything is about that. Sometimes it's about the quality of the game, or sometimes it's just about people don't want to put effort into the game. That's literally what it is. So
yeah, be what it be.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, man, but yeah, EA right now, man. EA, I don't know. I do not know what they're doing. Like, you know, this is the worst time for gaming in terms of like job cuts and everything. It's sad. Really
EA need to get their shit together.
Word, man. And Ubisoft are in the same boat too. These guys were giants in the gaming industry. Now they're just crumbling. And it's just like, well, make some good games that people want to hear. Like, don't just give us stuff to like.
These companies get fucked, bro. They're like they're
and it's like Expedition 33 is made by an independent gaming company, and it's like it's doing the most right now. So independent game is going to be the future now. That's just where it is. So if that's the case, then these AAAs need to have to step up now. They have to. Otherwise, it's going to be they're going to lose money. But
yeah, it's dumb. Oh, it's going to end soon. I'm sure you're getting tired.
Ooh. Yeah. Let me just type this quickly, buddy. Maybe it was. Hold
on. Yeah. Did you put out any videos today? Or what have you been?
So today for videos, I just did. Let me see what I did for this week actually, because I got some videos coming out. I think I got an Assassin's Creed. No, what did I do? Yeah, Assassin's Creed video came out today. That's parts 15. I put out a video yesterday for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And then I think for Wednesday and Thursday, I've got part 16, 17 for AC Shadows. And then, I think I'll just be continuing finishing that. And then Expedition 33, if I can get more and more into it and finish it, I'll try and do like a final thoughts on that because I want to see how many hours I can put into it and just see how much of a good game it is. So, yeah. That's the stuff I'm working on for now and for the next 2 weeks or so. I will be going back. I will be bringing back some anime content as well. I need to bring that back because it's been a minute.
That's why I'm starting with this Devil May Cry stuff once I start watching it because I know.
Yeah. Because I need to finish Dragon Ball Daima. I'm close to finish. I've only got like 5 episodes to go. So once I finish that, I'm going to talk about that. But I'm also going to do it in a way where I'm going to mention like Toriyama's legacy in terms of like, you know, what he's done for the anime community, things like that. So, you know, but yeah, a lot of stuff on the horizon.
Good stuff planned. What are they going to drop for free? Please drop something good. They're still talking about what games it's going to be.
Yeah, Charlie Cox's good star of Expedition. Yeah, man, he's doing this thing. A lot of people were saying like, if they ever turn it into a film, they should get Robert Pattinson to play Gustav because he looks like him. And I was like, he does look like him. It's crazy, but yeah. Oh my days. But yeah, man. I think that's pretty much it, man.
I guess we'll call it.
Yeah, we'll call it, man.
Yeah, because I gotta go. Let's see, it's 6:32. I gotta heat up some dinner, and then don't forget, guys, 7 o'clock. If you are still awake, come support my friend Anything Star Wars and Marvel. We're gonna be watching something I'm gonna do right now, like I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, as we headed towards May the 4th. The future of Star Wars is in the fans.
Yeah, so it's in the fans, man.
So when these fan films and fan TV shows come out, they got my attention. So,
oh yeah, let me.
My friend Star Wars and Marvel created this entire new Jedi character, this entire new story, called The Secret Survivor of Order 66, and so we're gonna watch. He's only made 1 episode. But we're gonna watch it tonight and see what we think. Yeah, I'm excited for the Ventress loading screen.
Yeah, let me put my link in the chat for my channel, just for those who don't know about.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be up late tonight, so we're gonna play some Fortnite tonight, you and me. So no worries.
All right, cool.
But yeah, I hope you guys come to that watch party because it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. I'm excited to watch it. I've been looking forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want to link to? You want to link for his channel or what was the link for? Oh yeah, you want the link for the watch party? Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we're gonna be headed over right after this one to the next very soon. So I'll post the links now.
Yeah.
I gotta send. I don't know if Anything Star Wars and Marvel's in our regular group, so I gotta send him a message on.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I just put my link in the chat for you, Superville. Super Pod. So yeah, my links should be popping up anytime soon. So yeah, or for anyone else. But yeah, I'm gonna head off, guys. It's a good one. You
Thanks
guys next
for the
time.
podcast, guys. We'll see you in the watch party. Lots of good things happening tonight. It's gonna be a good Tuesday night. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you next week.